retweet that. Hold on.
Yeah, you're tagged. Everybody's tagged. It's gonna be a. It's
Where it is. Yeah, I see it. Until Dawn. You headlined with that. I'm surprised.
yeah.
It's a good game, but it's not exactly the most known popular game out there.
It's did pretty well. It's got quite a bit of following behind it. It's done pretty damn well.
Says that tweet's been deleted. Never
Did it?
mind. It still let me retweet. It says sorry that tweet's been deleted, even though it let me retweet it. That's crazy.
That's weird as hell. Oh wow. Oh Lord. Let me know if if I gotta redo it. I'll re-put it out there. It's no big
It's
deal.
there. It's there. It's there.
Oh, it's still there? No, okay. What's up, guys? What's going on? Ryan the Professional here with Foxy Games UK. Everybody else will be joining us momentarily. Everybody's pretty much, I'm guessing, out there in this crazy shopping. But what's going on? RGT episode 37. We here. Everybody that's already been up in here, hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. Share it. We here. Let's go and get into this news. Go ahead, Foxy. Go and get your shout out up, brother.
Cheers, man. What's happening, everybody? It's Foxy Games UK. We're gonna have to talk about a few things today.
Yeah.
I'm not very happy with certain things that are going on here in Europe, so we'll get into it. But listen, it is what it is, but let's get into it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hold on. All right. Yep, like always, man. Here every Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. I have to actually update my damn channel description. I have not changed that for some odd reason, but nonetheless, we shall do that momentarily. Let's go ahead and get into some news here. You want to start with the big one, or you want to start small first?
We'll just go with what you're doing first because it gives everyone else time to get here as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess I'll warm it up a bit then here. I'll start with a big rumor here. This is for the Game Awards. Sony is supposedly going to announce the release dates for Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, and Dreams. What's your thoughts on
that? Seems like an awful lot of titles to blow your load in one event, doesn't it? I mean, even if they do have an event not long after, like maybe February, and show off PS5, right?
Yeah.
Or a reveal, or even talk about it, okay, to the press. Maybe it's not a public event, it's a press event only. Maybe they don't show the console. Maybe they talk about the functionality and features. I feel like Sony's going to want to have two reveals. They're not going to want to just reveal everything in February and then go quiet for a year until it launches. Like, hopefully my prediction, my timeline works out to be exact. Like I still believe there's a possibility they could launch this thing within fiscal 2019, which ends March.
Okay.
2020.
Yeah. Okay. My video, I basically said it, pretty obvious. I was like, if they do show it off, like any one of these games, it'll probably be like a trailer, but not necessarily like a release date, so to speak. You might get a new trailer for something. But if any game that they would announce a release date for will probably be Death Stranding. I mean, you remember we actually got the first ever legit trailer for the game. Because remember, we had a teaser when Hideo Kojima said it was running an engine back when he first showed it off. And we got a legit trailer, running in engine and everything at the Game Awards last year. So if they were to keep up with the tradition, they will most likely do that for, Game
But what do they do? Here's the problem, though. I mean, I agree with you. They're probably not going to tell you about the launch date at the first reveal. That will only be about technical things.
Of course.
More of a developer, like what they've done with developers and advances they've made. And, they probably won't even, they'll show you technical demos. You probably won't get to see, a full a finished game running. You'll see a technical demo or something, right? But they won't mention anything about price, form factor. They might show off the controller like they did last time. You never know, at the PlayStation meeting event. They may do, but you're not going to get like the key details, like the full-on specs. They're not going to tell you everything in one go. They'll probably save that for a later event closer to launch.
Rainy day when they need it. It's like a major announcement. Yeah.
Well, they're going to need something, right, to keep the buzz going. Because just tell everyone everything, say in February, like hypothetical February, then if it doesn't launch until like a year later, it's going to be awful quiet in that time. And they've already blown their load. If you're correct, the rumor's correct, that's out there with your video as well about Death Stranding, all these games getting release dates. Okay, that's cool. So what do you do for the rest of the time period for the whole year if we get all this information in one go? Which is why they probably won't.
Good point, and that's definitely a good point. I think they'll probably spread it out the best they can. Because remember how they did it in 2013 with the PS4 reveal? We actually got the first ever banner. Remember, it said PS4, and then they showed out the DualShock 4 and specifications. And pretty much they kept us all wondering and guessing for like a few months before we actually got the actual hardware reveal. So they might do something like that. They might show off, the controller, a banner again, and they'll show off like new improvements that are coming to PSN, a new revamped one, so to speak. Maybe
Honestly,
improved broadcasting, stuff like that.
honestly, I just think you're gonna get the likes of Kotaku, Game Informer leaking it first, the actual PlayStation meeting date.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, there'll be a series of tweets and there'll be YouTube commercials from PlayStation talking about just a 30-second thing saying with a date and a time.
Yeah.
That's all. And then we'll all have to wait until that day. I don't think Sony's going to tell us anything else directly, but it may come from other sources.
Agree, because at E3 that year when they finally showed off the design, you remember the actual legit design was leaked literally the day of E3. It was like literally the leak before the show went live. I think it was like a day
for sure.
before.
Someone's always going to leak it. Hey, I might say something.
It was
I might drop it.
leaked.
I mean,
We had the whole
once Sony,
that eraser design.
once Sony officially confirms a date for the reveal, then I feel no longer restrained or restricted to hold my tongue. I will make video after video of everything that I've been wanting to do at that moment, because there's no recourse. Sony can't come back at me. No one can come back at me. They've revealed themselves anyway.
Absolutely.
Obviously I don't have the form factor or any images to show, so I can't spoil the occasion there, but I can certainly say what I know at this point.
That's definitely true. I've seen so much happening. It's like, if they do again reveal it and it's going to be like a year wait, so to speak, like they do show it in 2019 and we get it in 2020 again, it's going to be the same thing. I'm pretty sure they're going to do it. And as far as like specifications go, I really want to see those specs so we can pretty much end the mystery, the unknowing, so to speak, of what
we will 100%. We will 100%
dissect it, yeah.
See, learn, and hear about PlayStation 5 in 2019. There is no question.
Will
it be released in that year? That's the conundrum. But to learn about it, to see images of it, to get the idea of the titles they planned for launch and other titles later on, and from games that you've never heard of, totally new IP, I can almost guarantee it.
Right.
You hear about all these accessories and different functionality with the new DualShock and the new controller and the way it connects into your home and the way it controls other things. I'm saying too much here, but the PS5 is going to do a whole lot more than just play games. And I know the PS4 already does a whole lot more than play games, but I'm talking about different things, like lifestyle things.
Right. What's up, man? I know you done choke somebody out to get here, but what's going on?
Nah, man, I'm taking the week off, man. Got to eat the turkey and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you. Shout out to everybody here. Hope you guys had a very happy Thanksgiving. I know we kind of were just talking, but we didn't even say that. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope y'all had a blessed one and enjoyed your time with your families. It's definitely a good time to be here. Black Friday definitely is on point. And I hope everybody is enjoying themselves for sure. For those of you that's already here, man, appreciate y'all. Welcome and enjoy the show. Go ahead, Mets. Get that intro out there, my brother.
Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Black Friday. Hope everybody's safe out there, hanging out with their families in the U.S. I know in other countries we don't observe that, but either way, man, happy to be here. Happy to have another RGT. And I thought we was going to skip it this week, so I'm happy about that. Let's get into this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We do that all the time, and we get that. What's up, J-Wax? Going on, brother? I ain't see you in a minute. How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving to you. So we actually started off a little nice little topic, but it was revolving the leaks supposedly. Sony was going to show off Ghost of Tsushima, Dreams, and Death Stranding at the Game Awards. What do you have to say about that?
Wait.
Yeah, that was the rumor going on that they're supposedly going to show off
At the Game Awards.
Yeah, at the Game Awards. That Ghost of Tsushima, what was it? Dreams and Death Stranding supposedly at the Game Awards. They're gonna get release dates.
I ain't buying that. I don't buy that.
Yeah, I said it too. I'm like, that's a pretty small throwaway event that you kind of don't want to waste big announcements like that on. I mean, I can see one maybe to build hype, like for example, Death Stranding. Remember, we had the reveal of Death Stranding, the actual legit trailer for it at the last Game Awards. So they could do that to, continue the theme and then go something else with others.
Yeah, I think they'll show some trailers for stuff they got coming, but nothing that important. Like, if they had anything important, they would have had PSX. So,
yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. That is very true. Let's see. Cliffy B confirms that he will never make another game.
Who cares?
yeah. I don't think nobody cares, man.
Damn, Cliffy gets no love. You said who cares?
No, it's not about that.
Love Cliffy,
I don't share in his success, so I love him as a human being, but I don't share in his financial success, so I don't care.
He gave you Gears of War. You gonna say we don't care about?
And Cliffy. I enjoyed it, and he got paid a lot of money for it. It's a big deal. Everybody won that time.
Yeah,
you can't win them all. Sometimes you have to break the law breakers.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Listen, even Jordan had to retire sometime, man. The man lost the magic. Where's the magic at? It's gone.
Yeah, his last game was what was it, Lawbreakers, as those called?
He didn't have any
not even Radical Heights.
Yeah, what was the name of that game he had? That last one that like really flopped.
Radical Heights.
Oh, that was the name of it.
Yeah, it was like a battle royale, real quick, that he made in like 3 weeks.
That's the problem. The man lost his mojo. He has no imagination. He's trying to follow trends. Gamers want you to create something amazing like you did the first time around. Yeah, I understand that his budget was a lot smaller this time because he didn't have Epic to lean on, but he could have still done something that wasn't just following the trend. He's just trying to be take on Fortnite and all those other games. Like, it's too late. You can't do that. Do something else. Stop. Be a trend setter. Don't follow the trend.
That's kind of everybody, like, pretty much adopting those ideas and putting them in their games, because of the trend. Everybody's doing that nowadays. They don't necessarily be creative.
He could have done a game based on the same kind of schematics as the Gears universe, right? But without using any of that property because he doesn't own it anymore. I mean, it didn't stop Destiny from becoming a version of Halo.
Agreed. That is very, very true. Let's see here. This is a topic that we kind of feared last time we were alive, but it actually is true. Microsoft is indeed making a discless Xbox One. What you guys thoughts on that?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it. It's another option out there, Why not?
No. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
They want you to just buy an Xbox, subscribe to Live, and subscribe to Game Pass. Anyway, you don't need that disc drive.
Kill physical media in the process. They want everything to be serviced.
You don't need that. I mean, listen, a lot of people love their physical media. I don't give a fuck about that physical media, bro. Like, to me, it just takes up space in the house.
It's not really about
download everything.
Media. It's not really about. That's not the big picture. Physical media is a small optic in this story. What it is, right? It's ushering in a total loss of control.
Right.
You might purchase that game for $60, probably $80 soon in time to come because games will go up.
Yeah.
And you will not own that sequence of code. You can't exchange that sequence of code. If they can turn off the servers one day, that game is totally unplayable. They have full control. They can ban your account on even for a reason that is unknown to you. Many people's accounts get banned and they did nothing wrong. And you have lost all access to those games.
Yep. I mean, I gotta give Microsoft some props though on not necessarily this console, but on their recent decision involving Japan and China. They're actually opening up their own global gaming partnership division or development division or whatever over there, and basically that's trying to help them get Japanese games on their platform and basically help them create a presence over there in Japan and China. Even though I don't really think it's going to do much for them. Because, I mean, let's be real here, they mostly cater to their own on that side. But
why would you give them props though? And I'm not being disrespectful to Microsoft, but they've been in the game 16 years. Isn't there stuff they should have done years ago?
it is stuff they should have done for sure. I know, I agree with you 110%, but I mean, shit. Especially when you about to launch a new console, it's about time you did something like this finally.
They're not new kids on the block, are they? They're not
Nah,
spring
they're not at
chickens.
all.
They've been in this game a long time now.
That is very true.
So I can't give props for complacency.
Agreed. Let's see here. It's got a lot going on, man. Ubisoft. Yeah, Ubisoft blames gamers for the whole microtransactions and loot boxes. They pretty much dismiss themselves if they did anything wrong and point the finger at us gamers, saying that we're to blame for this. What do you have to say?
For what?
For
What, we're
loot
to blame
boxes
for
and
what?
microtransactions? They point. Oh,
Well, how are we to blame?
The
Can you
finger.
elaborate?
Oh, sure. Basically, they're pointing the finger at us, saying that we're to blame because we buy the microtransactions and loot boxes. And
Yeah, I agree with Ubisoft. Yes, we are to blame.
Yeah,
If you're going to
they're
be a
blaming-
mug, you get treated like one.
I agree with them.
You agree with them?
Yeah, dude. How often do we talk about this?
That's
You
true.
know, this anti like microtransactions. Like, listen, I'm with the movement. I don't spend money on microtransactions, but bro, these companies are making billions. Somebody's spending that money.
Yep.
So
Hey,
I mean, it's
gonna
not
hear
me and
what I
you,
have to
but
say next,
somebody's
bro.
doing it, bro. So
You're gonna hear what I have to say next, though. To be honest with you,
ahead,
involved in microtransactions. The reason why I said that and I brought that up, well, Activision has officially taken this whole craze with these cosmetic items to a whole new low. So they just announced the new fall pack, whatever. I forgot what they're called for the little dealer in the store. Basically, it's 2,000 COD points, which is basically $20, if I'm not mistaken. And basically, what you get is 2 little cosmetic items. They're like 2 skins. Now, here's the downside: you get access to 1 skin, even though you spent $20, and the other one, guess what you have to do, Mets? You have to grind.
Unlock it.
wow.
Well, here's the fucked
but-
up part. Here's the fucked up part. You don't have to grind because there's an option for you to buy and pay your way to the tiers to get it.
Okay.
But you know what's funny? You just said,
$20 for a skin and then a chance to grind your ass off for another one.
yeah, but you know what's a funny
Oh
irony?
my God, that's crazy.
It's the same one that you already paid for. You don't have access to it.
The irony is, though, what you just said, Ryan. You just said, "Here's the bad part," as if the first part wasn't bad enough.
What you gotta say about that? Because, like, listen, people think I hate Call of Duty. I don't hate Call of Duty. Like I'm saying, I was with everybody from the beginning. I loved it. I played the shit out of it. You know, coming out of school, all that shit. I was always on COD. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was my stress reliever, so to speak, when it came from like other shit. Now I look at it now, you know what I'm saying? I look at it and go, oh, my little nephew plays it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really into it. But man, this whole microtransaction phase with them and this pay to win shit, I'm not a fan of that. Especially when they just released the game. And here's the shady thing too about it too. You guys know when that little embargo they be waiting on when they do this shit, they wait for the reviews to come out first.
And then they add them.
Yeah, they literally did this the day after the reviews came out for the game, saying that the game is great and the battle royale mode is dope.
Yeah, a lot of companies are doing that. They release the game as it more or less should be, and then the reviews come out, and then they put the microtransactions in it after, which is so sneaky and like deviant. Oh, I don't know, man. That's dirty.
I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, how? Like, how do y'all do this? Like,
I agree with Ubisoft though. It is those who purchase and support the whole microtransaction loot box thing. They are to blame because you can't blame a company for wanting to make. They are a business. I mean, the idea is to make profit. Believe it or not, they're not a charity. So if you're willing to spend your money, if you want to be the mug, not everyone's a mug. Some people do it for time savers because they really have little time to game. Right? But there are different circumstances as to why people buy it. But overall, though, the big picture is if you're supporting it, they're going to, supply and demand. That's how it goes. So they are right. They are right to point the finger back to the gamer who pays for it, because if there's no demand, the supply is non-existent.
Yep. It's Jacob Walker said Rockstars will do the same thing with Red Dead Redemption 2 online. I do believe so. I do believe they'll have some like items you can buy online. you know, that's a given, especially with the ecosystem that they built with GTA Online. So for sure, I'm pretty sure that's going to be something like that. It's going to be like some horses. That's probably OP, or, you know, like money for gambling on poker tables. You never know. There's a
Do you
lot
know
of
what? I've been gaming. I've been gaming hardcore since 1990. I mean, I gamed before that, but I'm talking about hardcore. Like when I was proper like bang on it. You know, like addiction, sort of like an. No, I wouldn't say an addiction, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And not once in that time have I ever paid to unlock anything or time save on anything.
Back in the day, you weren't being nickel and dime the shit out of.
Yeah.
I didn't even pay for online access when they used to, you know, you buy a pre-owned game, you have to spend another 10 bucks on a code so you can play the online portion, but they scrapped it. But that was a big thing back in the day for physical copies, that you could only play the single player, but if you wanted to play online, the code had been used, so you had to buy another one on the PlayStation Store, Xbox Live,
right,
just to play online on the game you bought pre-owned.
Yeah.
I didn't even do that. I said I'll play the single player and then sell the game again.
Yeah, that's true. So that's the thing. Like Red Dead Redemption 2 has so much playability in the single player aspect alone, but it's like a lot of games don't go that mile no more. It's like they'll go halfway, so to speak, right? Especially ones that we hype up. You know what I'm saying? The stories be underwhelming half the time, or it just doesn't, or you'll have an ending that becomes very fast, and you think it's not going to end, but it ends pretty fast. So, you know, that's pretty bad too. And as I say this, I'm mad, you know what I'm saying? Because we had, what's that game called? The Order 1886. And I really wanted that to take off because that game had the perfect, you know, setting for me. I love that particular setting when it comes to games. You know, werewolves, vampires, all that. I thought that was dope. The setting with. So the fact that they gave you a short story for that was just like, come on, fam. Don't do that. So
do you know who does it right? I'm sorry to say this, and I was never interested in this game until it got onto the Switch, because I was curious how they got it to run on the Switch. But I wonder if you know what I'm talking about. Warframe. They did that game right.
Yeah.
I've been playing it, right?
Really?
I've been playing it. Yeah, on the Switch online. Yeah, online, because you don't have to pay. It's a free-to-play game.
No, they have like the coolest line ever. They say ninjas play for free.
Well, yeah, and it's true. You don't have to pay, right, to play the game. Okay, you don't need a Nintendo online subscription. Okay,
right.
You don't have to pay for loot boxes or any other unlocks or anything. You can just grind, and that's what I've been doing. And I've been getting good weapons and skins and everything with fairly little. I mean, I've only played. I don't think I've played 2 hours of that game, and I've unlocked loads already.
Wait, what game you said?
Warframe.
Oh, that's my game, bro. That's my game.
And it runs nice on the Switch. It's got all these options that you never see on the Switch. It's like PC graphic options and all this stuff that
it does have the options. Yeah.
I like how the bosses interact with you. I played that on PS4. I like how the bosses interact with you. Like, you know, you'll get messages from like the boss of the level you're on. Like,
Don't
come near me. I'm like, that's pretty.
He's like, this ain't over.
If they boxed that game, if they boxed to that game, right? And I still didn't have to pay online to play it. I'd actually pay for a physical copy out of respect for the work that Panic Button did on the Switch port. I would actually pay for a copy, right? Obviously, it'd have to have everything unlocked. I'm not going to pay for a game and then grind like everyone else is doing it for free.
Right.
My version would have to be completely unlocked, and I'm just playing it, right? And following the story. But I would, but as long as I didn't have to pay Nintendo to play it online, then I would support a physical copy.
You don't have to pay Nintendo to play it online.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the reason why I would buy it. If you required an online connection, I wouldn't buy the physical copy. I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
Because I resent paying. I just resent having to pay to play with people. They say these consoles are all social behind the paywall. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? They ain't social if you're not willing to pay. I in the street, I don't pay no one to talk to them. So I ain't paying no one online to talk to them.
Oh man. I'm glad you're into the game though. That's like my favorite game this whole generation, man.
I ignored it. It was on the PS4 for free. It was on the Xbox for free. I totally ignored it all these years.
It's great, man.
I just looked at it because I thought, how the hell did they get this on the Switch?
Yeah, the loading screens though are
bro.
with that
I
game.
hate the Switch version, man. I'm not touching it, but I'm glad you love it, man.
Believe it or not, it's only 30 frames per second, right?
Oh yeah, I played it.
It has the wildest Vaseline type motion blur ever.
Mm-hmm.
This glossy CGI look, but it works. It actually doesn't look bad. You kind of forgive it because it's running on a tablet. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's like that, you know, that dog, right? That you wouldn't actually buy from a pet store, but because the way it's appealed to you as a stray in the street, you might take it home and look after it. It's one of those games.
I'll take it for free.
Oh shit, funny. Hey, shout out to Harry Heck for the super chat. He says, "Don't know why people really believe Sony will be released or even announced PS5 in 2019, and Sony is literally killing 50% of total Blossom sales of Days Gone, Death Stranding, Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima on PS4." That's very
Exactly
true.
why.
They are
No, that's not
definitely
true.
killing it.
I know he paid you, but he didn't pay me, so I don't have to agree. Here's the thing, Harry. Heck. Here's the thing, Harry. Heck. Listen, this is precisely why Sony needs to release a console late 2019 or by summer 2020 to keep the momentum.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, they don't want a PS3 situation where we had to put up with that system's inadequacies for so long. Yeah, before the next gen came out, the only Naughty Dog were really shining on that system.
Right.
From a technical level. Only not just Naughty Dog. I mean, Guerrilla Games still were and other companies, but Naughty Dog made the wait for PS4 more tolerable. Let's be honest, because of Uncharted series, and they let the PS3 go out of a bang with The Last of Us, right? In fact, The Last of Us is so good, people demanded that be remastered for the PS4.
Yep, absolutely. And that's crazy too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think The Last of Us Part 2, even though that's the big send off most likely for the PS4. I don't know. I'm getting that vibe where it's like I think the Ghost of Tsushima is, to be honest with you.
Nah, it'll be The Last of Us.
I just get that
Sony's not gonna let Sucker Punch be the flagship end of legacy title. They're gonna give that to Naughty Dog. Are you kidding?
Yeah, no, I'm saying the reason why I said it because it's a new IP, and like they really surprised the hell out of me.
No. Sony don't think. I don't think Sony thinks like that. Sony rewards those who bring the most money in, and that's Naughty Dog.
Yeah,
that's true. But they did close out PS3 with Last of Us 1.
Yeah,
so,
and because Naughty Dog is so successful, as you know,
they might treat that though as I don't know.
Yeah, but they know. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, you good? Yeah, I was just saying they can treat that as like a 2-part type of thing with the last part 2, where it could be the send off to the PS4 and also the start of the PS5. Like, could be on both.
It's a transition game. That's going to be super enhanced for the PS5.
Yeah. They know better than anybody else. Like, they're the ones seeing the games behind the scenes. Maybe this Ghost of Tsushima is looking like the next big thing. I doubt it, but maybe.
I mean, because you got Neo 2 also. They confirmed that last year, I think. Yeah, last year Neo 2 was confirmed, so that's not going to come out until PS5.
And Ghost of Tsushima is a new IP as well. As good as it looks,
yeah,
right. It's a new IP. It hasn't proven itself. So I don't think Sony's going to allow a game that's unproven. That isn't even. I mean, yeah, it will sell maybe, but it's not guaranteed to be brilliant. It could come out and not be a great. There's every chance it might not be as amazing as we think it is. We hope it is. We look forward to it being amazing, but Naughty Dog are proven with their IP. The Last of Us is proven, and it makes sense because, like my man said, Med said, like they ended the PS3 with it. So, and it worked and it was successful. I say, why change a good thing?
Yeah, I agree.
But will they be ready? Maybe they won't be.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, the shit. I like the game so much. I really do like the first demo had me like tripping. I was watching it with J-Wax when we were watching it live, here on the channel. They really did like shock me with Ghost of Tsushima. I was not expecting the game to be that clean and that smooth at all, how they did it. So,
but remember, it's not running on your system in front of you yet. What you've seen is a controlled demo. Okay, you don't know what dev kit that could be running on 16 gigabyte PS4. Do you understand what I'm saying? Dev kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got fooled with that. What's that game? Ubisoft came out with the what was it, like the Vikings and the samurais and shit like that. Was it For Honor?
For Honor, yeah.
They fooled me with For Honor. I played the beta. I gave them a chance with that damn beta, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like For Honor was pretty lit for the beta. It was pretty good. It wasn't that bad. It had a few things wrong, mostly connection issues. That was pretty much it. And then they just made one faction fucking OP over everybody else. I'm like, there's no way in hell a Viking is being a samurai like that. No way. No fucking way. So that's what they did for that game.
I can see by the chat that a lot of people are kind of resistant to the idea of the PS4 being not made obsolete, but being superseded. Okay, having a successor. Unfortunately, this is how technology lines work. You know, you can't sit on the same PC forever and the same laptop forever. These things, as soon as you buy a laptop or a PC from the store, it's already out of date. There's already a new one on the production line on its way to the store. So grateful that consoles have a longer life cycles than most other hardware. Even Blu-rays players get replaced quickly with a new model. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that completely.
And you don't have to jump on the PS5 bandwagon either. Stay with your PS4 or your Pro. Problem is though, it's hard to stay on something when you know everyone else is having a better time elsewhere, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm telling you, like someone said he said they supposedly fixed For Honor, so it's actually pretty good now. I hope so because the game had a lot of potential. All they had to do
is that online, always online?
No, it's not always online. It has a story and all that too.
Yeah, but do you need to be connected always online to enjoy the story?
But there's an option you can do online co-op through the story, so you can actually play with a friend and go.
No, I'm saying, can I play that game without being connected to the internet?
Yeah, you don't need online for that game.
Are you 100% sure, Ryan?
Yeah, pretty sure. You don't need it online for that.
So, are you pretty sure enough for me to go and order it now and try it?
Check. Look it up on.
You're not pretty sure then.
It was free on Steam for a
while. I could have sworn you didn't need online for that because I know a friend who.
I think you do. You know, I think you need an online. I think it's an always online game, just like Need for Speed has a story, but you can't play it unless you're connected to the internet.
Okay.
I can't support those games.
Yeah. Here's a big topic right here. Until Dawn is in development. It's getting a sequel. The sequel is in development. They are doing that for the PS5. It's going to be great at this point. They're legit working on this. Now, there's no leaks or talks about who exactly is going to be the cast. We don't know if they're going to use the same cast. Like, you know, there's no talk of like Hayden Panettiere or anything like that.
No, use Megan Fox, please.
No, they're not gonna have the same.
Wait, who the fuck was Megan Fox to survive Until Dawn? Come on, bro.
Put Megan Fox in it. You know why? The girl hasn't got much work lately in Hollywood. They kind of blacklisted her a bit, right? So put Megan Fox in. She was great in what was it? That girl. She was a horror film, a comedy horror film. What was that comedy horror film where she's at school and she's just
Jennifer's Body?
Yeah, I loved her in Jennifer's Body. Put her in Until Dawn. She's perfect for that kind of setting.
Oh my god. I'm good on that.
Put her in there, man.
When I first saw
she's fine as well, man. She's fine. And she got my surname. She got my surname and I even marry her. Put her in the game.
Oh man, that movie confused the hell out of me when I first saw it. I'm like, okay. Are you possessed? You not possessed? Or are you just fucking evil? I don't get it. That shit.
She can possess me, boy. I'm blessed.
Oh my god.
There you go.
I'm blessed, you know.
I'm blessed.
Fear no evil, bro. Fear no evil. I put that evil in its place.
Yeah, okay. You say that now, and she fucking does that.
Play some H-Town. Evil goes away quick.
Okay, she has No, she started doing all this weird shit. They didn't even explain in the little book when the girl was looking her up. Like she's fucking levitating, she's teleporting. I'm like, damn, like really?
I know, but it's a horror film in it, and it's silly. And Until Dawn's a bit goofy as well. So I think she'll fit that. And it won't be expensive to hire her. I mean, it's cheaper than getting someone like, you know, Scarlett Johansson. Let's get
hogs all the roles. I think we can all safely say that. Like, why was she in Ghost in the Shell?
We don't talk about Ghost in the Shell.
Why was she the character? Because it was like a girl. I forgot
She
her
was in
name.
it because they paid her a lot of money. I
Yeah,
guess.
but you know that girl from Kill Bill? You remember that girl from Kill Bill who played Yoga with the crazy little chain thing? She was actually going to play that role. And she got like blacklisted or something like that over that shit. That's crazy. That's crazy as fuck, man. Hey.
Anyway, not only joking. Yeah, I mean, I liked Until Dawn. I really enjoyed that game. I featured it a lot on my channel, actually. I think I featured it for almost a year because it was good for Halloween.
Yeah. And for this one, I got to share my screen because Black Friday. Let me ask you a question, man. How many PS4s and all that shit did you see Black Friday wise?
Gone.
Gone? Yeah. Well, this is what a lot of people are running into this. A lot of people are running into that sort of thing. These scalpers are going wild.
Holy shit.
PS4. Yeah.
Wow.
That PS4 Spider-Man bundle thing is selling like ridiculously crazy.
Scalpers are people buying multiple consoles.
Yes.
They allow that in your country.
Wow. Yeah.
They allow that.
They don't care.
They don't care.
I think they limit.
You see hard 8 times with the TVs where dudes rip the damn display apart to get the TVs.
You know what? I think they're limited in the UK. I think they limit you to just 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe Black Friday they don't, but normally, like if there's a shortage and stuff, if there's a lot of people wanting the product, they'll say that you can only have so many.
Yeah. They are going in on Black Friday. So
I saw another picture of Xbox One X's, boy. It wasn't good. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
That it was stacked higher than
they just all on the shelf.
Yeah.
It was stacked higher than a 12-story building.
One got me I placed my order for these new basically these are earbuds that I really wanted. I had them before and she got them fucked up. I let my girl at the time use them. She took them to a party and she got them wet, but they were called these Sennheiser IIIIs. That's what they're called. I actually placed the order. I was trying to place the order at Walmart. They couldn't take it. And I looked at the display. Yeah, that shit was looking spooky. I'm talking there was like 2 PS4s in the cage and like 90 Xbox on the side. It's fucked up. Ain't nobody buying that Xbox.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, I told you. This is why I said that damn white Xbox should have been a Black Friday thing as well.
I'm not gonna lie, I like that white Xbox One X, man.
Yeah, that should have been sold separately. That shouldn't have been hidden behind, or should have been locked behind no Taco Bell thing. Not at all.
Oh no, that's the platinum one. They're selling a white one, but it comes with Fallout 76, so you don't want that.
How about Fallout 76?
Bro, speaking of Fallout 76, let's have a moment of silence for Fallout 76.
Yeah, because what I'm about to say is disgusting. It's fucked up.
Yeah, rip into it. Go ahead, dog.
You want me to go ahead and say
it? Yeah.
All right. Fallout 76 retail sales flop in the UK. They're down 82.4% from Fallout.
Ooh.
That is substantial. That is beyond substantial. That's how you know the game is dead. If it's down that much.
Oh my god, they deserve that too. Fuck Bethesda for pushing out that game that was clearly a dud. Like, oh my god.
Don't they do this all the time though? Isn't that like that their main thing they do? They always push out games that are kind of half-assed. But
but they've been getting a pass for it for a long time. It's over now.
Yeah, because Luca made a statement about that on Scumcast. Remember, she's like, Bethesda puts out shitty games at times or shitty unoptimized games, but they're so good, something like that, as she said.
Yeah, so they're good, so they get a pass. But this one's actually trash too. On top of the bugs, it's actually trash. Okay.
That's just crazy.
Maybe this will teach them a lesson.
Oh Lord, I don't think they'll learn a lesson. They'll just go, okay. Well,
the reviews is trash too.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I saw IGN gave it a 5, and even that's a little generous.
IGN low key gives a pass for a lot of shit though.
It's a lot of shit, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. They gave what was that game? They gave a 5 out of 5. It was or no, not 5. Yeah, they gave a perfect score to that fucking game called I forgot the name of it because they had a bunch of negativity towards it. It was an online game, and it was for PS3 and 360. And a lot of people shitted on it.
I have no idea right now.
I'm trying to remember what the fuck that is. Damn it. Whatever. I lost count on that one. But
they gave a lot of liberal 10s, like Metal Gear Solid 5. They gave it a 10.
Yep. Even
I don't know
games that,
about
that
that.
don't really do crazy much. You know what I'm saying? No offense to people who like Forza. I know people love Forza, but I'd be just like, you know, like sometimes when Forza comes out, they don't really add that much to it. It's not like a big difference. You'll have like
Yeah.
crazy overhyped, over eccentric, or like over hyped dude reviewing it going, yeah, they added this, that, and the third. I'm like, dude, that was in the last one.
Yeah.
You don't give like a high 9 or 10. Like, come on, bro. I was in the last one. So all the time. Just throwing that out there. Okay, hold on. I guess we can get into the main ones here. Foxy, you want to have the floor? Article 13.
Yeah, Article 13. What can I say? It's a travesty, a disgrace, more control over human beings. I want people to take this very, very seriously because even though it's a it's a EU directive, right? It's a new law they're trying to get in place, which it looks very likely it will get in place. What it does is it holds YouTube and any other social media platform like Instagram or Facebook or you name it, Twitter. It holds those service providers liable for any content that contains any possible copyright material in there, even if it's 5 seconds of a clip or an intro of a song. It could be anything. Okay. And you could be doing it under criticism, review, or any fair usage policy you can think of, because fair usage in itself is flawed because it's so vague and open to so much interpretation. Um, but even commentary, like you're meant to be able to critique things and under fair use policy, right? Fair usage, and you're supposed to be able to critique things as long as it's providing something worthwhile to the viewer, right? Even people that have makeup channels and DIY channels and uh, personal well-being channels and body fitness channels, anybody, gurus, anyone, even if they're not using copyright material, because YouTube is now going to be held liable, and the systems that YouTube have in place, right? There's no technology that exists today that can scan for every single video that gets uploaded in an hour, which is millions of hours of footage, right? There is no, and the EU knows this. They know there is no technology that exists that will not prevent anything slipping through the net. And YouTube, you can't blame them because they're a business, they're a service. Now that they're held liable directly, that means anybody can issue a lawsuit to them, and they could get 100,000 lawsuits from different people, different litigants, right, in one fell swoop, because they were unable to curtail this whole copyright thing. Now, the way the system is at the moment, which nobody had an issue with, so I don't know why they're trying to change it, is that if you upload something with copyright infringement, YouTube flags it eventually, maybe immediately before you even go live publicly with it, or they'll catch you an hour or a day later, but they'll get you. Okay. There's three options that happen at the moment. One, they tell you that the video it belongs to somebody else, copyright, and you're allowed to play the video and it's viewable, but you will receive no monetary benefit from it. It will go. It will go to the copyright holder. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right. So any ad revenue goes to the copyright holder. Fine. Right. Nobody's going to argue with that. Fair dues. The other option is your video is blocked worldwide or blocked in certain countries. Okay. And the other option is nobody bothers you, and you just carry on as normal, and you're not hurting the world, and no one's losing any damn money. Okay.
Right.
But the EU doesn't like that, because the EU are using the music industry as just really an excuse, just like I suppose terrorism is used to take away freedoms. Do you understand what I'm saying? To bring in RFID chips so they know where you are every second of the bloody day. Okay. All in the name of protecting you. They use protection all the time as an excuse. So you give up your freedom. You never get protection without giving something up. Guarantee, right? I'm sure anyone who's gone through an airport will know what it feels like to lose your freedoms. All right. And you're paying for that service. But here's the thing. The EU knows what they're doing. They are unelected, most of them, okay?
Right.
Unelected bureaucrats who are only interested in satisfying lobbyists for large sums of money. And the music industry is going to make a lot of money because now basically YouTube won't allow you to upload anything in the EU eventually if this thing gets passed without you being manually well, it won't be reviewed because it never went up in the first place. It'll just be manually screened and vetted. That God knows how long that could take with the amount of extra work they're going to have on their hands.
They might do what they did with the monetary thing. It has to reach like 1,000 views. Remember how they did that for all
no, forget that. That's an old system. EU want to do away with all that. Right? That's a totally different thing. What they want to do is this, right? They're going to force YouTube to either block access to, Americans will not be able to view our videos and we won't be able to view America's videos for fear that something may contain copyright material. And YouTube does not have the manpower nor the technology to guarantee that they will not be held liable. And as a service, imagine your YouTube. Are you going to allow yourself to be ripped to pieces in court with litigation and, all of this, millions and millions you're going to have to pay out? You'll be bankrupt. There'll be no more service. And all because you couldn't control the impossible to control. Okay. So you can't blame YouTube for saying, oh, well, if that's the case, we're going to have to block millions of videos and we'll have to deal with the fallout later by manually reviewing them. But here's the problem. That means anyone watching my channel or alternative news media where the news has to be fairly rapid and quick and up to date, there's not going to be any point us doing anything on that level because by the time it gets manually screened, days would have passed, maybe even weeks, and the news is already old and no good. So there's no point making the video in the first place.
Right.
And another thing, if you're a makeup channel or DIY channel or any channel, personal bodybuilding, fitness, whatever it is, self-defense, it could be nothing to do with copyright because YouTube have not the facility. They can't facilitate screening everything. Those people's videos will be blocked as well until you can prove that video has no copyright by manual screening. Now, here's the problem. Millions of people's livelihood is on the line, not just little YouTubers like me. I'm talking about big YouTubers. I'm talking about people who offer something beneficial to the world. I'm talking about people who whistleblow and expose evil corporations. This is the idea why the EU wants to do this Article 13. It's not about the music industry. That's a smokescreen. This is smoke and mirrors. It's about controlling the flow of information between human beings because they can't handle all of the exposés that are going on about politicians, pedophilia, the royal family, the White House. Donald Trump doesn't like it. None of them like it. Hillary, it don't matter if you're a Republican, Democrat, conservative, or Labour, or any of them. None of them like the fact that we're able to share information in a heartbeat and educate and enlighten and share knowledge with each other and warn each other. And not just warning, it's not all bleak. Some things are self-help. Some people may be suffering depression and a video could save their life. Like these people are messing with forget the money. I don't care about the money. I work for a living. If I was to survive on what YouTube pay me, I'd be out in the street begging. Do you understand me? My job pays my bills. Do you understand me? So it's not about the money for me. I don't care about the money. I care about the
censorship, like your voice being censored.
The censorship, the segregation of knowledge and separating people. Okay, right? It's going to go back to the old days when, you had to wait on a video to be sent by airmail, or you have to phone someone individually to get the news. Like the mass sharing of information, they're trying to control it and censor it. They've been trying to do it forever. A lot of people say, oh, net neutrality, that didn't really change anything. Give it time. They only just passed it. Give it a couple of years. They tiptoe. They never make the change with immediate effect because you'll all notice it's going to be a slow rollout of more draconian measures to take people's freedoms away, people's rights to express themselves. It is within us as human beings to express ourselves and to explore and share knowledge with others. I've learned so much being on YouTube, so much information that I would never have known before. Information about rare diseases and things out that people go through in life, and just things like even DIY and, you know, nutrition. I've learned so much from YouTube, books that I would never have read, new words that I may never have used. YouTube is educational if you use it in an educational way. They are trying to get rid of all that because it exposes them. Because the minute a politician or somebody famous with lots of money or an elite is exposed, the game is up, isn't it? Maybe they're fed up of all this Illuminati talk. Maybe they're fed up of, you know, the Freemasons being exposed. Maybe they're fed up of the music industry being exposed. Maybe they're fed up, but they want to stop the flow of information, and that is detrimental to human beings all over the world. PewDiePie is going to be affected. Actually, maybe not. Probably with YouTube, they probably make concessions for their biggest stars because that's where all the money is. So people like PewDiePie may be fine. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem. A lot of people said, "Oh, PewDiePie isn't really shouting about this. He made a little snippet in a video, but nothing hardcore." Maybe he knows he's going to be okay. Maybe, you know, they're going to look after him. But the rest of us will be damned to hell. Let me tell you something. We are living in a beast system. This is prophecy. I'm not even religious, but this is prophecy.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Late himself. What up, Carlos?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the delay. I was binge watching some anime on Netflix.
You was stuffing your face with that other plate. What you trying to say, man?
That did kind of
even leftover. Stop lying.
Exactly. Everybody done like fronted over them damn leftovers.
Nah, man.
Sorry, guys. I'm passionate about this. Let me just say this very quickly before I forget. You know what? Do you know the elites, the powers that be, the hidden hand, right? Not your Donald Trumps. They're just puppets. They're you know, he's a comedian. He's there for you to not take him seriously. So when it comes to taking him seriously, it's too late. So they want, you know, it's all of this guys laugh at me, so you're not taking me seriously. Because while you're laughing at Donald Trump, you're not really taking him seriously, and all you're doing is becoming desensitized to what the powers that be are telling him to put in place. And it's not good for humanity. Government isn't here to serve you. Government expects you to serve it, even though they tax the hell out of you. No taxation without representation. Even though we are their employers, they treat us like we're the ones in substitute. We're the ones in we're the ones that should be subservient to them. We're the slaves. Do you understand me? But even though we pay their salaries, people need to wake up. You know. Let me tell you something. In the early 1990s, I was at someone's house, and there was this video cassette, you know, VHS, because it was back in the day. And there was this guy on there talking about chipping. They're going to try and chip everyone. I think his name was David Icke. All right. And I was laughing at him. He's a British guy. I was laughing at him because he used to be on the BBC. Everyone was laughing at him. They said he's mad. You know what? Everything the man said is happening now. All that conspiracy theory from 20 years ago, 30 years ago is today's reality. It's no longer a conspiracy theory. All these little tiptoe totalitarian steps. This is Orwellian. This is 1984. Don't people get it? These things have been written about years ago. A Brave New World, Aldous Huxley. People need to find out about that book. This is New World Order shit. I'm telling people, wake the hell up. And they know you're waking up. That's why they want to separate us and segregate us by locking off sections of the internet away from people so that they can't communicate no more, because we're causing too much trouble for the system.
Damn, what the hell? So like somebody stepped on the dog. But no, like Carlos and everybody would say, y'all watch out for them lying guys and get to
them lying guys.
But yeah, it's crazy, man. YouTube in general is changing for the worse. A lot of censorship going on, and man, it's fucked up. It really is fucked up.
I mean, you know, if everybody wants to wake up from the dream that is reality and stop, you know, salivating over quotes that Donald Trump be stating in every single thread in Twitter, and just wake up and see the reality of how this world is really shaping up to be, then things will get done the right way. But unfortunately, you have a lot of people that are, you know, live in that fantasy world where their opinions and their own illusions of obscurity or what's the truth to what they believe in. And those kind of people are the reasons why this whole situation in the United States is the way it is, because they fell for the, the quote unquote make America great again slogan. And quite frankly, it's not making America great again. It's just making America separated from each other in basis of religion, race, etiquette. Everything is just going down spiral just because of this whole MAGA thing. Like, it's really not that, it's not that people in general, they're like goats or sheep. They follow blindly without even knowing what's beyond.
You know what the truth is? You know what the truth is? Human beings aren't just human beings, You look at yourself, right? You look at yourself in the mirror and all you see is a body. That's you. That's not you. That's just an experience that you're having here on this earth. You can't actually die. Only your body dies. Your energy, you're made of atoms. Atoms have no solidity. Atoms are only atoms only appear solid because we're moving in a slow vibration. This earth, its frequency has a slow vibration at a metaphysical level. So we are able to ground ourselves in physics. Okay, we have solidity. A tree is solid. Metal is solid, but it's not really solid, because if you put it in a different reality, it's just liquid. Do you understand? It's not even liquid. It's particles. Do you understand? We are capable of so much more than we know. On all levels, psychologically, mentally, emotionally, physically, but we're limited by the rules of this planet. Do you understand? When everyone dies, they are released from this planet and they go into the universe and join with all the other energy. People don't believe it. People looking for their savior to fall out of the sky with a flaming sword. It ain't gonna flaming happen.
Yeah.
You're more likely to get an alien come down here and blow your ass up than, I'm sorry, and this is not blasphemy, but you're more likely to get an alien come down here and blast you up, right? And try and dominate the planet than the second coming to save you all from yourselves. It ain't gonna happen.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry if it upsets people, but it's time to wake up. You've been reading fairy tales. The Bible has a lot of truths. Many religious books have truths. You got to understand what their purpose is. The Bible and all religious books are a form of control. Do you understand me? Because it's there to tell you how limited you are. When you're not limited, you are unlimited. You're only limited by the atmosphere that you're in, this planet. When you die, that's why people have out-of-body experiences, right? When they die on the operating table and the surgeon brings them back to life. Yeah. They tell you that there was no concept of time. Time is an illusion. Time was created by us. Do you understand?
Tell crap game to wake up. Oh God.
Time is another form of control. Time is just another form of control. There's no such thing as time. It's an illusion. Time is there to control you. That's why you got to be on your job.
It's all a switch. All it takes is one switch.
You got to be on your job on time. You got to be here on time. If not, we're going to sanction you. If not, you're not going to get paid. If not, you're not going to. It's all control, bro. Do this at this time. Cross the lights at that time. Go here at this time. Be here at that time. It's all about time. Time is an illusion. There's no such thing as father time. You are limitless. This is just an experience. When you die, you're going to have another experience in a total different reality. Call me crazy if you want to, but let me tell you something. I rather believe that.
You said crazy stuff in the past. I mean, I don't want to go into the cannibalism, but
No, the cannibalism, right, was me being humorous. But believe you me,
but
if there was an apocalypse,
somebody told me they were scared of you. What you said?
I don't. You should be afraid. You should be afraid. Let me just speak. If you should be afraid, because if there was an apocalypse, I'm not kidding myself. If there's no food on Earth and there's humans running around, well, I'm gonna tuck in. I gotta survive. Well, if I'm gonna sit there and die, do you think you're capable of sitting there and dying of starvation? You're not capable of it. You will eat anything. You will eat anything when push comes to shove. I'm telling you now. You will eat lice, rats. You will eat anything if you have to.
Oh shit.
Anything.
So you,
I mean,
we have an
it's
outbreak, and we have a legit, Walking Dead type of situation.
Well,
You're gonna
let's just say I'll chase vegetables first. If they run out, then I'll chase chickens. I'll even eat foxes. I'll even eat wolves and elephants and tigers. But once they're all eaten up,
God,
but listen,
damn, Foxy, you going cannibal, bro?
but listen, once they're all eaten up and all the food is gone and only humans on the earth, we're all gonna eat each other. That's the only way of survival, my friend.
Yo, I thought we was talking gaming. What's going on here?
Oh,
It'll be a big game. It'll be a big game, and I'll be the hunter.
Oh hell
no, but in all seriousness, though, this is not about cannibalism. I'm not a cannibal. I'd rather not eat humans. I'm just saying, I'm not kidding myself here. Do you understand? Nobody should kid themselves. Okay, if there's one grain of rice left, you're gonna kill that man to get it, and then afterwards you're probably gonna eat him too, because your stomach's gonna tell you to. But listen, in terms of this whole Article 13, right? Back to that, because that's the main important thing here. This is more than a YouTuber's ability to make money from ad revenue. I know a lot of people like to say, "Oh, you're just worried that it's gonna affect your income." Let me tell you something. I work a job, like I said. If I had to survive on YouTube, I'd be living out on the street begging. Okay, YouTube does not sustain me, right? My job sustains me. It's a hobby that gives me gas money. Would you deprive me of gas money? Don't I gotta be somewhere, get somewhere on time, on the illusion that is time? Don't I got right? Thank you. Don't turn me into Chris Rock, please. But what I'm trying to say, right? Article 13 is a dangerous precedent because it's just censorship in its deadliest form. And not only is it censorship, it is restricting the sharing of information, which is knowledge. They don't want you to have knowledge. They want you to live in complete and utter ignorance, dumb you down. They want you to be obedient little slaves. Okay, they want you to be obedient, good little citizens. Look in China. Look in China. Cash is becoming old-fashioned. It's all about a cashless society. Use your phone to pay for everything, right?
Yeah, so you tell it censoring. It's a guy I follow. His name's Hiroyuki Terada. He's a sushi chef. They're talking about censoring his shit because he literally does a lot of graphic shit when he cooks the food up. Like he kills the animal and all that on screen and cooks it. They talking about censoring him and shit for certain things about that. So,
well, listen. The problem is if the world goes cashless, okay, if the government doesn't think you've been a proper little citizen, if you don't agree with every little thing they tell you to do, okay, because the money's all digital, they can just push a button. And when you go into the supermarket and you want to buy food and you give them your card or your credits or your microchip that's been placed in your hand or your forehead, mark of the beast, when you do that, right, and they scan your brain to see how much credits you have, right, when it says you've been declined, at least with cash, you can go in your pocket and say, well, I'll pay for it with this then, and you get to eat for the day. If that's taken away from you, they control whether you eat for the day. And anyone that feeds you will be committing an offense. I'm telling you, this is the future.
Yeah, I can see it. They're already trying to, with these silly, policies as is, where they're trying to make you act all goody two shoes. Basically, they want you to either act like one or two people, either PewDiePie or damn, what's that dude's name? Lamar Wilson. That's basically what they're looking for. That's what they want, though.
Oh, the onesies. Oh my god.
Nah, they want everybody to be like that, though. I'm dead ass. They want everybody to have a silly, kitty intro and all. They want that type of thing for YouTube, man. With this whole policy, them protecting themselves from copyright and shit like that. That's what they want, though. They want that shit. They want
it's time to stop. It's time to stop arguing over if Xbox is better than PlayStation and Nintendo is better than. It's time to wake up, people, because all that thing, none of that matters when they screw with you. When they start screwing with you, none of that's gonna matter. You won't care about when you're gonna get your next video game fixed. You will have more important things to worry about.
Facts.
And that's practically the whole dilemma with this gaming community, man. Everybody's with this choosing sides and not really, getting themselves into knowing what's the what with gaming. Like, you guys literally think that Xbox is dominant because Microsoft say so. No, it is not. There's a whole different picture aside from everything else that's going on that's not letting the Xbox brand flourish as much as it needs to. And that is one of the reasons why we choose to talk about the Xbox topic, because of that situation, because we're seeing that Microsoft is following the same footsteps as the government as well. They're doing this whole
look, Microsoft and the government, they all work together, man. Let me tell you something.
They're all in that all digital space.
They're all connected. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, they're all linked to the same beast system. Let me tell you something, right? I'll tell you this now. This is a fact. This is an absolute fact. Microsoft, Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, they give the government the information whenever they want. They put out fake lawsuits to say they're fighting, they're resisting the government, to give the public the opinion that they're on our side. They're not on our side. If you go to, there was an event that Mark Zuckerberg was at, right? And he was sitting there having a private interview, and they were talking about how he started Facebook, and he said, "Oh, how did you manage to get people to give you information?" He goes, "I don't know. They just trusted me. They're dumb FUCKs. They're dumb fucks." Right? That's what he thinks of people that give up their information, which is Facebook is. You're giving up all your information. They own that shit. But here's the thing. He had a hoodie with a pentagram in it, with the mark of the beast and all those sides. I'm telling you, them people are rubbing it in your face. It's not even hidden in plain sight no more. They're actually pushing it in your face like a custard pie, saying, "Look, you dumb schmuck. Look.
This is what we're doing, and this is how we're going to proceed." I mean, they just gotta. The main basis of this whole situation is they need to do a test in order to see who's going to be the dumbass to fall for it. And guess what? 9 out of 10 times, people that really live in the digital world, they don't interact with other people. They don't interact with nobody else but their mind and their computer. And that's where the whole situation is at with this.
Facebook is there to program you. They're all there to program you. All of these social media sites, basically, if for the weak among us, they're there to program them. Okay, if they can, then they know there's more weak-minded people than there are strong-minded people. There's more intelligent. There's less intelligent people on the planet than there are dumb people. So they know that the majority, if they get the majority and get them dumbed down and in line, they'll keep the rest of us in line, because they get the people to police the people these days. They don't need to get any martial law out there. They get people to snitch on people. Understand me? That's how this is how we'll be controlled. Your neighbor will control you. Your neighbor will make a phone call secretly and say that you're acting up, and then you'll get a knock on your door. Hello? They tell you what bureau they're from, and they're coming here to readjust you, to reprogram you, because they tell you that you're ill. You're not following the pattern.
Hey, Nancy, how many people did you have to fight in line today? Because you was the latest one here.
Well, I was the latest one here because I didn't get the original. 2 things. 1, I thought you said you were taking a break, and 2, I didn't get my tweet until late. Now, I wasn't going out in no goddamn crowd like that. Hell no. I ain't stupid. No. I ain't one of those retards that are gonna go jumping in those damn lines and fight people. Because I'd mess somebody up. You touch me and you push me, guess what? You going to hospital.
No, are they wild? You see that fucking tweet with the fucking TVs? Everybody ripped the display apart.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that one
over here. They ripped it.
Look what the government has to deal with.
There was one year where they stomped a and she lost her child. There's another one. There was an old person in there. This was like a couple years ago. There was an old person in line, and they stomped him and killed him. I mean, these people are I ain't going to those damn stores. No, hell no.
Well,
the government love that. They love that. The government love that. They know when people behave like that, they're easy to control. Because if all people care about is shopping and consumerism, they've already got them under control.
Yeah.
And what you guys say about this, Nancy? Let me show this to you. Hold on.
Even Donald Trump screwed up the other day, didn't he? At one of his rallies, said the wrong thing. He said, when you go to the grocery store, you have to show ID, right? Or you can't buy food. What he's trying to say really is that's how they want it in the future.
Nancy wasn't gonna fight nobody. Look at that line and look at that, Nancy.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. She
I'm telling you, I went a couple years ago one time to a Walmart, right? The lines were so long they were handing out tickets. I said, I ain't standing here for no, because I got there a little late anyway. I ain't standing no line. I mean, there are people who camp out the night before and have people bring them their friggin' turkey just to be first in line. They get their little fold-out chairs. I know at least in Jersey they did. They had their fold-out chairs, their little blankets, their sleeping bags, and they were lying right outside on the ground. Listen, no. I don't need a deal that bad.
Facts. Don't nobody need a TV that bad. Come on now.
Nah, man. Nah, like I said, man, this whole going outside on Black Friday just to do like only a couple of minutes of just shopping when you could do that shit real quick when there's no sales. That makes a whole lot more sense.
Bro, they wildin' though. You gotta see that tweet, time. You gotta see that shit. Like the TVs are literally just being snatched like they fucking candy. Like they literally are ripping the displays apart for the TV.
I have to look that up because I didn't look at it.
That she had me crying. I'm like, oh, bro, did he really just like rip the fucking shit out the damn display?
Yeah. And you know what's so funny though, Ryan? Like right around here in the Bronx where I live at, right? I live right directly on 3rd Ave. And there's a store that they open up, like an electronics store. And this dude has been selling, I think it was like what, a 50-inch Vizio 4K Ultra HD TV for $250, even before Black Friday.
Shit,
damn.
Speaking of $200, don't they have like a $200 PSVR bundle too that's going crazy on Black Friday?
So
everybody picking up VRs too. So yeah,
man. I mean, you got to understand. Like, I don't know. I think some people when Black Friday hits is like they have their little, rainy day check.
Our holiday.
Yeah, the rainy day check, and they just go ham. That's just what they do. They go ham on Black Friday so they could get them, them gifts out the way, get everything out the way. But you fail to realize that with all this calamity that's going on, you got a lot of people that get in their feelings and start arguing and start doing a whole bunch of stuff they're not supposed to be doing while shopping.
That's why I stopped going. I mean, I didn't mind doing that, to get extra deals. But when I started seeing how people were getting crazy, and then you also had people out in the parking lot robbing your ass at the same time while you're taking your shit to your car, I was like, oh, hell no. I ain't doing it. No, I ain't doing that.
Hey, listen, I almost got trampled over a fucking, what was it? A fucking phone by the damn fucking electronics department by Walmart. I was like, nigga, I'm not buying this shit. Take it, nigga. I'm looking around. Literally, I was looking around for these fucking Sennheiser IIIIs. They're like these headphones I was looking for. And I had to fucking just order them online. I was like, this motherfucker, you really think I'm gonna fight you for this goddamn phone? He was like, hey, bro, you buying that phone? No, bro. He scared the fuck out of me. It was like some shit out of that movie Life. He was like, hey, dog, you eat your cornbread type of shit? Like, he told you want that phone?
Shit.
Yeah, I'm like, dog, dude, man.
My daughter cracking up right now, bro. My daughter's standing right next to me listening to the conversation.
She can't even take it. She can't even take it. She's like, listen, he's crazy.
Say hi to the panel. Come on.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Well, I didn't know somebody was listening. I got to watch my mouth.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
Nah, don't worry about it. YouTube will censor you anyway with this whole Article 13 shit. They're like really trying to censor everybody, take your freedom away. And
if anyone wants to make a difference, right? There's a petition on change.org. I done a whole video today on my channel on Foxy Games UK, detailing Article 13 and what we can do about it and the implications it has. And in the link of that video, there's a change.org petition. I implore you, if you can and you have the time and you give a damn, go and sign that petition. And if you can't be bothered to sign it, at least share the damn video so people can fucking find out about it. And we can increase the numbers.
What is it called?
Change.org.
Change.org. It's on my video that I put.
All right. I'll look at it because if that's about the changes that Trump's trying to make, I'll definitely sign that bitch.
Well, it's not Trump, it's the EU, but it's gonna affect America though, because we won't be able to watch your channels and you won't be able to watch ours. They're trying to split us up.
Yeah, they'll legit put like a border pretty much between UK YouTubers and American.
All right, but
you
know what? That's exactly what Trump wanted to begin with. He wants.
I told you. See, thank you. I said that at the beginning.
Yes, is that it wasn't only Mexico. He want to board over everything. He don't want.
He don't like free information on the internet. He don't like it.
Probably because he wants to break it off because he knows his ass was doing something stupid before he got into presidency.
Yeah, they don't want to be exposed. They don't want the world to know what's going on. They want you to rely on mainstream media like Fox News, CNN, the BBC, ITN. They don't want you to have any alternative media outlets to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
They want to give you their version of it, not the real version.
I don't want their version. I want the real shit.
Facts.
Bottom line, I don't want no fake shit on my thing. And that's why I don't half the time listen to some of the shit they say because they're full of shit.
And the worst thing is we're leaving the EU. Brexit. I'm sure you've heard of it by now. We're leaving the EU, right? Apparently. But here's the joke. The deal that we have with the EU at the moment that they're negotiating or either we have to accept at the moment, right? The deal's so bad that we still have to follow EU laws. So this affects the UK, regardless of whether we leave the EU or not.
Wow.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh man, let me get you two up to speed. Until Dawn getting a sequel. Timefall.
Well, I knew that was coming out.
It's hey, they
Oh,
confirmed.
Ryan, thank you for giving me the time though, because I did ask you at the beginning. I asked you to add the Article 13 in there because I wanted to bring it up to get more people aware about this. So thank you for the opportunity, bro.
Oh, there's no problem, dog. Yeah, I heard you I get spread that around.
No, I'd like to see another sequel to that anyway. So I know, unlike other people who call Until Yawn, because they don't add a fucking play game. So they don't play games. So unlike them, yeah, I wouldn't mind another sequel.
What else did we talk about? Go through a little list here. Fallout 76 sales in the UK are down 82.4% from Fallout 4.
No offense, I didn't like that game. I thought it was ass. So I don't think it was. I wouldn't play it. I wouldn't play it anyway.
Yeah,
Fallout. I wouldn't play it. I didn't think. I'm surprised for those because there were a lot of Fallout fans out there. But if the sales are down, then it must tell you that either Fallout fans are saying it's ass.
Right. Mm-hmm. What else here? Call of Duty. Okay, so before I get to the other microtransaction, Ubisoft basically called all gamers out, saying that we're to blame for microtransactions, and they're basically dismissing that they're doing anything wrong by putting them in their games. As you guys already know, you can buy resources and stuff like that in Assassin's Creed. Well, they don't really care because they calling us the problem for buying them. What do you have to say about that?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go on the limb with this. Fallout is a pure, utter mess, regardless if nobody has played it, regardless of how some people might say, oh, it's a great game. Just the game in general. It was released on like how should we call it? On F you and just pay me because I want to get my money kind of situation. That's what practically Bethesda did to everybody else and to the fan base for Fallout. They just gave you a big piece of turd, and here, have it. Don't say nothing. Just wait till we make all the fixes. Wait till we do all the patches. Okay, so if I'm paying you $60 for something that is for my entertainment, and I'm not being entertainment, I'm having a hard time playing the game. It has bugs. It has this. It has that. Why in the first place would you do a beta test, right? Right before the release of the game, and then when the game is released, it's still not fixed.
Yeah, I think Ashton Lucas summed it up the best. She said that they still she always says those scumcats like their games are trashly optimized, but we still buy them because they're so good. Like that's the problem there. Like
that's a major problem.
Yeah, if you're basically setting the tone there, you're setting the attitude. If you're basically saying, well, I like the game, I like it regardless, but it runs like trash every year, I'll still support it. Now, what you should be saying is, I like your games, but I'm not supporting it until you fix the shit. Then you'll get my money.
And it's funny how some of these quote unquote Fallout fans, right? And these other fans for any
wait today.
just fans in general, right?
Damn, what the fuck is that?
just fans in general. Nah, that's my wife. Just fans in general that really don't see what it is to be, demandative of a situation. If I am, this is why Sony fans demand better from Sony for a reason, because we're paying for these consoles and we're paying for these developers to give us great entertainment, right?
To do their jobs.
To do what they need to do, since we want to be, parade boating around with where they're not getting paid. They're getting paid on a salary, man. They earn more than most of everybody in this panel a year. For us to say that we're gonna accept what they give us, you're actually defeating the purpose of gaming itself. Because gaming, yes, there are games that are released buggy and crappy as hell. But when you do it on a consistent basis, which with every single game that you come out with, there has to be a point where you have to say, you know what, yo, bro, I'm going to call you out on your bullshit. Plain and simple. I do not like the product that you're giving me. I do not feel that it's satisfactory to my needs, and you need to fix it. Why would you throw out a beta? This is another thing. Throw out a beta, but then you still release an unstable game. Doesn't make no sense. It really doesn't.
It's just like I said, like the fans got to set the example. If they're not okay with it, you got to tell them, look, I like you, but I'm not supporting this shit until fix. That's all.
See, that's what I've been saying for a long time. I said for games that are messed up, just don't buy it. Like I said, there were games in the past I didn't buy until I knew the patches were there and it was fixed, because I'm not paying $60 for a game and it's buggy as hell. It runs like shit. It crashes or any of that shit. I'm not doing it, or all the content isn't there. I mean, if you have a good game with a lot of content, but you decide to add DLC later on, that's fine. Okay. But your DLC should actually be free. Not like a package deal where you're paying $20 for DLC. I mean, that's wrong. But I've always said the gamers need to set the standards. The people who are making it harder for everybody are the fanboys, and that could be on both on whether it's Nintendo, Xbox, or PlayStation. It's the fanboys. For some reason, these jackasses listen to them instead of listening to the actual gamer. But we should stop buying games that are broke. Period.
Crazy though. The reason why, no, that's a good point. They listen to them, but they be
What was that? Because you kind of went out.
Oh, I said they be the ones that be the most vocal, but they like cheerlead though.
Yeah.
That's practically what they do. Every time you see people on Twitter, they're actually emphasizing other people to feel that what they're saying is actually solidified truth to what's underlying beneath the game itself. Listen, man, I'm going to be honest. If a game does not appeal to me, it's not going to appeal to me whatsoever.
Exactly.
And it's not something that you're going to have to push upon me to say, oh, yeah, I'm going to try it out. Judging from everything that I've read and judging from everything that I've seen via, the YouTube videos, Digital Foundry, any other outsource information, I have come to the conclusion I'm not buying the game until they fix it. Until they find a way where they're going to fix the performance issues, that game is not getting bought by me.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yo, that game is they really try to push that game too. That Fallout shit, like it's down like $22.
Yeah, bro. If that's not enough to let you know how much of a hot piece of garbage game it is, I don't know what else is. Like, what else do you need people to tell you? Yeah, you got people that are still gonna be telling you, "Oh yes, it's a great game, even with the bugs and everything." No, it is not a great game.
I even God of War went to no damn $30.
Dude, people were complaining that Shadow of the Tomb Raider went on sale too early. Look at this.
Yo, this game didn't even last not even a month.
It was a week. It was a week.
It was a week,
and it went down to $40. $40 in that first week, and then now it dropped down even more. So it's telling you practically what's wrong with the game. It is a broken game. Yeah. Don't try to sit here and be on Twitter and trying to say, "Oh, it's a great game." People don't listen to the naysayers because they don't know exactly what they're talking about. They're just being biased. No, we're not being biased. We're trying to be consumer friendly to the general public to let them know.
Foxy.
Yeah.
I gotta go, man. Something came up, bro.
Oh, okay. Go on and do your
Got a
outro.
text
big dog.
message. I gotta leave.
Hey, go on and do your outro, big dog.
Oh no, it's all right, man. I honestly haven't got the time for that. Listen, go
Ah.
check. Never mind my channel. Go and check out the video I did and share it because I want that thing to reach a lot of people. Because this Article 13, that's all I care about at the moment, really.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care if people want to subscribe to me or not. It's more important that we make sure that information and knowledge is not suppressed. Play games, not corporations. I'm out. Peace.
All right, big dog.
Have a good one, my brother. God bless,
Take care,
man.
Foxy.
Yeah, shout out to Foxy Games UK.
And-
Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry. You can go ahead.
My bad, bro. And touching on that topic again, man, it's just like a couple of months back, right? I'm gonna compare the Fallout situation to one of my experiences as a consumer.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of months back, right? I changed my cable provider, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had Verizon, everything was fine, and I went to Optimum, you know, because being a consumer type of person, I'm gonna go for what's cheaper in pricing. So I did the change, I did everything, and they were advertising the new format, which is Altis. Altis is the new company that bought out the Cablevision division over here in New York. Right. So we had the service, right? But guess what? The boxes that they were claiming that were all in one didn't properly work. They weren't doing anything that was being advertised in their advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
At all. It was very clunky, very buggy. I had to restart the box plenty of times. And guess what? Guess what the problem is with that whole situation?
Well,
they're not using fiber optic network cables. They're using the original old DSL type base lines, right? But yet they're promoting a product that's defective from the get-go. Just testing it out, and they're just selling it to people just to test out the box and the service, which correlates to what's going on with Fallout 76. You did a beta test, you had an open beta for multiple people that actually joined the beta, played the game, they saw the bugs, they reported it, but you still went on and released a broken game.
Yeah, absolutely. Told you, like I said, the example has to be set by the fans. If they want the game to be better, you gotta tell them, hey, listen, we like your game, but we're not gonna buy it in this current state. That's all it is. That's how it is. That's how it's got to be. I know that might be a lot for some people, especially when they let hype get the better of them. But I'm telling you, you got to be upfront. You got to be vocal.
But it's that simple. It's not a hard thing to do. It's not hard. Just speak your mind. You're buying the product. You're spending your money on
it's your
it.
investment. Exactly. You're investing into it. You should know the basis and know what you're getting at least.
Yeah.
You know, like you're not. Come on, are you really investing into broken products in 2018? No, you're investing in products that benefit you or are great. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to invest in this trash.
Damn right, and that's how it should be. But I guess there's some fanboys, or fanboys of the brand that do not want to acknowledge what's wrong with the companies that they support. They just rather spin the narrative that everything is fine, that everything is peachy, and that there's nothing wrong with anything that's going on with their products. And people fall into that same whole, I don't know, of lies.
It's proven that spinning the narrative and flipping something that damn well is not positive never gets you anything in the long run. It always ends up bad, even when you try to flip it to your damnness ability. It never works out. So
I agree with that.
From there, like look at the PS3. I remember dudes was damage on the PS3 at launch.
I could have damaged PS3 at launch. That $600.
You're just saying, but hey guys, listen, it's $600, but remember, you get the Blu-ray. Because remember that the Blu-ray was just taking off, and Blu-ray players was like $2,000. Remember that shit? They were like super expensive. They were like, no, this is the most expensive, or this is the most affordable Blu-ray player. Look at MotorStorm, right? This looks good. This is the future. And I'm like, bro, yes, MotorStorm looks good. Resistance Fallen Man was one of my favorites when I first got mine. But the lineup was trash at the start. Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire. I dare anybody in this chat to look that up. Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire.
That shit was horrible, bro.
Horrible. What's that game called? Lair looked really good. Lair had some of the worst controls ever.
that game was
that was terrible in terms of controls. You was tired from playing the damn thing.
The PS3 was straight garbage for like 3 years.
The first 3 years, man. Like I kid you not.
The store was a browser.
Yeah, that browser was so trash.
I remember the PS3. Bro. I bought that I think 6 months after launch. It was trash.
What was the game? Oh, because they did have one gem. No, because you said it was trash for 3 years.
Resistance was the first gem.
Yeah, that was the first one, but it was one in between the 3 years. What was that game called? It was Metal Gear Solid, Guns of the Patriots. We got that.
That was good. That was good.
That was lit. That was the last game we got that was lit in between those 3 years. Other than that, it was like straight trash in terms of multiplats. That shit was garbage. Uncharted 2 didn't come like mid of the gen, like something like that. Yeah, Uncharted 2 didn't come to the mid, but they were trying to fix it, but they weren't doing much. And I remember when they was wasting our time with VR or not VR, but motion controls at certain
PlayStation Home. Man, it was a bunch of nonsense on that system.
Yeah. Yo, PlayStation Home had potential. I don't know what you're doing. That joint was low key lit.
PlayStation Home was fun, man. Like I'm not gonna damage control it to that point, but I did have fun interacting with people.
Yeah,
the interaction with people, that was what really got me into playing PlayStation Home. Even to this day, my wife has asked me, why are they not even using this anymore? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like
they advertised it. Y'all remember how they said we were easy like that? You might have barbecue shit like that, and that was an option.
Man, we was misled, man. We was misled, but it was a good idea.
Barbecues and all that, and you know what's even fucked up? Y'all remember that easy ways you can watch games? Like you can both watch TV and it turns to a game, and you play the game literally.
Yeah,
that wasn't a feature in the game. Like literally, low key, false advertised that one. But
I think what the problem was is that
we got what's the name in here? I see a K, I see a T, and I see a G in the chat. Well, what's going on?
What up? I was just getting I was getting settled. You know what I'm saying? I just got home and shit from work.
Yo, you bought that tight ass sweater. I saw that shit on Twitter.
I'm rocking that shit on Christmas.
That's me.
Not wearing that shit on.
Rocking that on Christmas.
You rocking that medium on Christmas, huh?
For sure. You know what I'm saying? I was over there.
Funny shit. Did you see, man? These tweets are ridiculous. I gotta show you.
You trying to look punctual on Christmas, man? That's all that shit is.
He always do.
Hey. I'm gonna be the only one rocking it.
Nah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
What you guys say about that?
Damn. They doing some eBay shit.
Yeah, that's some scalpers. Scalpers going wild for this shit, bro. Scalpers.
Yeah, real talk. There was some scalpers in the line. It was some in the line when I was at GameStop.
I mean, they wasn't no limits.
No, they ran out already. Before I'm telling you, it was gone in 5 minutes. Everything was gone. So there was probably like
everything Spider-Man
in the line. They left. Yeah, Spider-Man. Everything Spider-Man was.
Damn.
Everything Spider-Man was gone.
That spider fever, man. I'm telling you, that Spider-Man fever is gonna be.
That's all. Hey, they be making money, but I would have robbed old girl. Like, hey, don't do that shit in the hood. They was giving out. They had black bags. They didn't even have GameStop bags. They had black bags for people because they didn't want nobody to know they left GameStop with some electronics out here.
That's crazy.
It is. What's up, chat? I see y'all, my nigga. I'm in the chat, so I see y'all. What's up, Lay? You know what I'm saying? 2-star. What's up, y'all niggas? All right, then. What's cracking?
That fucking pallets was like half empty going through. You know, they usually have laid out. They had like half pallets for PS4 and Xbox, but for the PS4, it was like 2 on 1. It was like 60 on Xbox on 1. It's like, what the fuck? Like nobody was buying the Xbox. Not even that.
Not even that Minecraft bundle that people was hyping up in the Twitter threads. Yeah, you guys better go buy out the Xbox.
Joint should have been fucking like for a Black Friday. It should have been out there. That's what should have happened. That shouldn't have been locked behind no Taco Bell shit. That should have been their Black Friday.
That Platinum Edition Xbox One X would have done them very good in the same.
Good. I think it would have sold at least sold something. But for them to not even have that on the list, like, come on, bro, that should be one of your priorities if you're trying to sell consoles at least.
Man,
that's what I said. They don't know how to advertise. They don't know how to market. They don't know how to do shit. That's why they're in the direction they're going right now, because they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's stupid. I don't get it. Like, dudes talk about, Sony's announcing games that are 2 years away. I'm like, nigga, you haven't gotten none on the X for how long?
Yeah, but what? Yeah, but you know what? Wait, you know how stupid? Yeah, but you know how stupid that statement is, Ryan.
Stupid.
The people on PlayStation are still getting them every month. So yeah, they're gonna start announcing what's coming out because they already announced what was coming up for the next year already. That we're getting one on the floor. So what? And they probably didn't announce everything yet. They probably stole some smaller games that are going to be coming out that people are going to want.
Oh my god, that's the
They're
headache.
dumb.
You just get a headache
man.
listen to these people, and I don't know.
You know what's the funniest one though? You want to know what's the funniest one?
Which one?
The Xbox. And I'm gonna do it in my best impersonation.
Oh my god.
Xbox. The Xbox brand will dominate E3 2019 coming up. Why? And I state this why? Because the PS4 has been not so stellar in making any headline news, but yet the Xbox brand hasn't been doing it for the past of lather 5 years. So what's the difference?
Oh shit.
What's the difference? Like you explain to me, because I'm gonna call it out. That's the wood buffer template. If you want to say it that way, that's the wood buffer template because you're trying to wood buff a situation with titles that are not even being made yet for the Xbox brand by the acquisitions of all these studios. If you have an insider knowledge to everything, then you got to really state what you're saying. Don't just come up with this fanboy logic and saying that the PlayStation brand is not making any strides because they're not showing up in E3 19. That doesn't make no sense. That does not make no sense whatsoever.
I want to definitely delve into this, right? Because I already know somebody probably going to watch this and go, well, y'all didn't talk about this. So let's delve into this a little bit because this is kind of good news, even though this should have been done like 5 years ago. Microsoft's opened up a dedicated GGPD, which is basically global gaming partnership development system going on in Asia. They're doing this to basically help Microsoft have a presence in Japan and over there in China and whatnot. My thing is this, though. This should have already been done. This is not something you can do at this time.
Bro, Ryan, and everybody in the panel.
Shout out to Phil Spencer.
Where was this enthusiasm to take over the...
I was just going to say that. I was just going to tell you guys about that.
Where was this enthusiasm 3 years back? Why now, late into the gen, is when you're throwing out all your cards on the deck when you really don't have a royal flush in it?
I mean, they building for next gen, but at the same time, I thought these Xbox guys didn't want that jab crap. What's up?
Like these dudes, the rice eater game. That's practically what they're
relying on that heavy.
Come on, man.
I'm also tired of them saying, "Oh, wait until E3." Now they're talking about E3 19 again.
Now it's next gen. Now it's wait till next gen.
I know. We talking about E3 is over. That E3 trump card is done. They go wait till next gen.
Well, no, people still saying wait. I've still seen people say wait until E3. Okay, 19. Well, you said that for 18. You said that for 17. You said that for 16. What the hell happened?
Well, they'll tell you they won E3 2018.
Nah, bro, the excuse should never stop, and then they'll claim for hating. It's like, nigga.
I've been waiting for a proper Xbox exclusive since the 360 era.
Mm-hmm.
I have not gotten that in the lather of, how can we put it, about 9 or 10 years already. So now is when you're actually saying that you're going to acquire studios. Now is when you're going to say.
No, the reason why Sony's not at E3 this year, the reason why they're not doing
they're scared.
They don't have to.
Remember, they're scared. That's what they're scared.
They don't have to. Like I said on my video, I did it the other night. They don't have to prove shit. They don't have to prove shit.
I do said if you don't agree that they're scared, you're basically damage control for Sony. They said that shit to me and Fonz. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, Ryan,
we came at me with that.
I had somebody come at me telling me that my whole podcast is damage controlling for Sony. When do I damage control for Sony on the podcast?
Man.
Yeah, I guess their idea of damage control is that you can name more than 5 exclusives for Sony. I think that's
all you gotta hit him with is this one beautiful line. Them lying eyes.
Oh shit.
Halo Gears of Forza, bro.
Yeah, right. You forgot to sing it.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie though. I love Halo and Gears. I'm not gonna.
We love those titles. We love them. We're not saying that.
Nah, we just want more. We need more.
But
we need more.
Yo, get out of that.
We need more.
Man. Get out of that template that only caters to a certain demographic of people that only think that they're playing on the best platform because they have those titles.
Y'all gotta understand, man. Y'all gotta understand that Microsoft don't got the talent to get out of that fucking slump. They just don't. Everybody they bought, all these studios they bought are no bigger than a AAA studio.
Yeah, those
are
not really
studios. And that is
they're not doing shit.
Somebody told me that I don't know anything, so apparently you don't know anything either, because they claim that Microsoft bought all the third-party devs.
Yo, listen, listen. This is business.
That always counts.
This is business. Business logic 101. It does not matter how much money or network you have for your company. What matters is how much you invest into your products and your advertisement for your company.
They're just investing in shit that don't make sense. They're investing into more service shit and control. That's all they care about.
Carlos, they're not going to listen to that. You're making sense. You're making sense now. That don't make no sense to them.
Makes sense.
Matt Booty even said it in XO18. They're not catering to AAA or quadruple or even exclusives. They're doing.
I would hate to be that motherfucker's friend with a name like that. I'm sorry.
You know what they do? I know what they're doing. They're going third party is what they're doing. They're trying to be like EA. They want to buy up the smaller people and then have them under their belt, under their name, discard them when they don't. They're trying to be the next EA. They want to be on every system. They've said this out their mouth. It's not damage control. It's sweating what they said. They want to be a third party studio. That's where the money is for them. They're not selling consoles well, but they can sell some games. Halo sells better than their console. So it's
their recent.
So basically, they're gonna go like Sega, except they're actually gonna still have a console.
Right, exactly.
Dog, that interview that dude had with Phil Spencer when he asked him about the possibility of those games going to PS5 or PS4 and shit like that and other platforms, this motherfucker didn't want to look him in the eye. He looked at the camera smug, like, yeah, this could happen. It's possible. Like, come on, bro. We know what's happening.
Man. Yo, these dudes are so blind to see the facts right in front of them that they will damage control the crap out of XO18.
Get it out the system.
In terms of information and actual news, EXO was horrible. Like even half of the podcasters on YouTube called it out. EXO 18 is gonna be not great. It's gonna have only filler in type of information that is relatively what we know already that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much it happened the same way. I was waiting for some Battletoads, bro. I really honestly thought they was gonna bring out some Battletoads. I thought that it was gonna bring out some heat.
Fatal.
No, but
that's all I have to say is Battletoads.
I'm a 90s kind of dude, man. I like the most.
Never got into it. I'm beyond.
Button mashing up kind of. But it's just the basis of just making something happen to attract the attention to your brand, bro. So far, for the lather of these past 4 years, man, Microsoft, Xbox gaming division has not capitalized on that whatsoever. All they have done is created a bunch of little kids in their mid-50s YouTube channels trying to convince people that their preferred platform of choice is the one to go for. Bro, just point out the negatives. Stop trying to give a cupcake with shit icing on it.
Oh man!
Shout out to Harry.
I think we low key expecting too much from Microsoft, man. Like we think that they're gonna be the gaming company that they were back in the 360 days, based the Xbox One days. Nah, them niggas is done with that. They more or less on just trying to take advantage as much as they can. Since the base Xbox, they've been pushing Xbox Live, right? Now that now they got as many people as they can on Xbox Live. In fact, they lost the share since the 360. So they got to come up with another service and another service and another service.
Yeah, it's going to be all tied together. Eventually, that shit's probably going to go into gold.
Hey guys, I got to bring this up real quick. Fake Fail Spencer just donated $50, guys.
Oh wow!
That's a Phil Spencer.
That's a Phil Spencer.
Read what he said.
I got one more here before I get to it. Shout out to Harry Heck. Even Sony giving up on their suck arse competition with their suck ass Battletoad, JRPG, Lego trailers, and pre-rendered Crackdown 3 cinematic trailers. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't feeling that shit. I wasn't feeling Crackdown. I wasn't.
I thought Crackdown was gonna do better, but let me read out the super chat by your boy Phil Spencer, and it's for $50. We bought all the studios for Game Pass. Xbox users don't buy our games.
Shout out to Phil Spencer.
Yo,
Appreciate it.
It proves it kind of is true in the sense that they do not buy their preferred platform exclusives. They only buy what's in the trend, and that is a sad reality, man.
He's back out, hold on.
It's a damn shame what they do. It really is.
Yeah, no, it's a shame because
damage controlling.
letting them get away with it. That's the sad part. They're attacking anybody who fucking talks about it. Like, yo, oh, this is hate. Like, nigga, how old are you? You older than me. You talking about I'm hating? Like, get the fuck out of here,
bro. We're not hating, man. We just spitting facts.
50-year-old dudes just coming out of these fucking caves attacking me, saying I'm hating on this shit. Like, come on, bro, stop,
bro. Bro, with them lying eyes. With them lying eyes.
Nice. All right. Let's talk about this discless console, this Xbox fucking shit.
It's a gateway.
Do we have to go there?
We're gonna have to deal there. They're coming out with a discless Xbox.
I'm ready to attack this topic, man.
I don't know why in hell. Well, I know why they're doing it, but the fact they're doing it now is just kind of stupid, especially when you got a new console that's getting ready to launch and is most definitely going to be discless. You're gonna have two, obviously. You're gonna have one that's traditional, one's gonna be discless, but they're already getting you ready. They're buttering you up for discless consoles with this idea. So,
good old DRM, baby.
DRM's coming back. 2013 has officially been revamped for 2020, I guess. It's coming back. So,
bro, and the sad fact that these dudes are actually damage controlling the fact that they're going with a discless hardware.
Hey, listen, if you want to hear some funny replies to that, go watch my video where I'm reading salty Xbox fanboys.
I saw that
video. My dude said it's for PS4 owners. How?
That's just the tip of the iceberg. If you want to put it like that, that's the tip
my
of
dude
the
said it's for PS4 owners, though. A fucking discless console. How's that for PS4 owners?
I don't know, man. Like if that's the case, man, then Microsoft, you're gonna catch another L for next gen with this whole discless console.
Hey, who? Oh, go ahead, Carlos. My bad.
No, go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna say, who's to say that the next Xbox, the most powerful one, the one that put all the power in, what's stopping them from going discless then? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're probably used to this shit and then go discless. I mean, they don't gotta be just streaming only. You can just download the shit. You're gonna have your streaming only console, and then you're gonna have one that you gotta just download shit to.
Yeah, they got away with DRM.
Yeah, they said that already. They're doing one that's like a streaming box and then the actual console.
Right. I'm saying, but what if the actual console is discless? You know what I'm saying? They're just gonna make it to where you gotta download everything.
And that's the test bed for this whole situation with the whole discless iteration for this new console that's gonna be released once again, so that they can everything with Microsoft is like, especially Xbox gaming, it's more of a test rather than just solidifying a market. They're just doing things just to stay relevant in the situation. They're not doing things to actually progress. That's all I see from all this whole situation. They're not progressing. They're actually just throwing in the towel and saying, this is the only thing that we can do for the moment. And then everybody's with the speculation, oh, yo, Microsoft is going to kill it next gen. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Sony ain't got nothing on them. Bro, stop it. Stop it. It's not even like that.
I can't what have these deals. Like, listen, if you think Microsoft's going to kill it with literally the same shit they got now, we haven't even seen nothing from the new studios. And that's the problem. You guys are hyping up you're going off of basically hype in general. They bought 7 new studios, but these 7 new studios, majority of them have made failures.
Bro,
from fucking Decay.
Oh man.
Forza Horizon didn't do bad, but I mean, like, it's still Forza. And aren't they supposed to be making some kind of like Fable games or something like that? So
yeah, somewhat like that.
That's the rumor.
Yeah, so I'm like, there's not much to go off of. You haven't shown anything in terms of future wise. You just showed us services.
Another super chat by your boy Phil Spencer. Our discless console is a test and letting our Xbox users to get ready. Yeah, yeah. They're gonna get ready to get that good old DRM slop.
They're throwing DRM. They're saying that we were too harsh on DRM. So I don't know how to.
Bro, yes, I do. I do download my games because I don't have the means to go to a store to go and buy it all the time. But when I do and have the chance to get physical, I always go for the physical because it's a collector's item. I mean, I still got my old Gears of War limited edition collector's item with me right now. And down the line, if I want to, put it on auction or, something happens that I have no means of earning anything else, and that's the only thing that I can do and get some money out of it, guess what? That physical hardware becomes a selling profit for me in my pocket. But
exactly.
I don't know, man. These dudes is so hella bent on having a W on Sony that they will come up with any type of asinine statements just to put a valid point for their preferred platform.
But you know what's funny? Their stuff is not valid, though. Their stuff is not valid. They can't give valid points. They just say it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
They think whatever comes out their mouth is valid without facts. That's the problem with these fanboys. They talk all this bullshit, and all it is shit. They don't bring up any validity to what they say at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're talking about one box being a media box and one being a Discless. Well, I already thought they had a media box right now. So they don't need another one.
That's the gear from the start. All in one, right? It was all in one media. So there you go. They geared for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a funny topic for Thrash. I
hyping it up, man.
I don't know if you heard, but Cliffy B is not. He'll never make another game.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I was like Cliffy B since The Last of Us. I called that nigga a clicker. You know what I'm saying? Because he think about it, man. When he left Epic, he was like fuck consoles. He was like fuck consoles, right? He was like his PCs where that fuck console gaming, fuck all that shit.
So he started there.
Yeah, but he started there. That's why I called him a clicker, because he used to be one of us. Now I don't want to be near him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like ever since then, when he went to PC, he failed there. Tried to go back to console and failed there. I'm like, peace out, little nigga. Like, I mean, he didn't do much but make Gears of War, help make Gears of War. You know what I'm saying? He had a big part in War, and I appreciate that shit. But I don't appreciate
he had some parts in Unreal Tournament too, bro. He actually did some
that too. But that nigga bit the hand that fed him. You know what I'm saying? Gears of War puts him over the top. How you gonna disrespect, nigga? I'm the type of nigga, you disrespect me, nigga. I'm like, for life, no forgiveness. I'm glad you broke. No, you can't.
Oh man.
This man said all type of shit, saying consoles are irrelevant, they're underpowered pieces of shit. Now he's like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna make a console game again. It's like, okay.
I mean, Cliffy. Man, you gotta eat it up and take that L, bro. That's just the way it is. I mean, I like the Unreal tournaments. I like the Gears.
Never got into them.
Never got into Unreal Tournament as much because we had Doom. Doom was my go-to shooter on PC, regardless of whatever platform it went to. That was just it for me. Doom was my definitive game to play. And then when Gears came out, I was like, all right, this is pretty good. I like the controls. I like the way the game is. But what really drew me to the first Gears game was just the story. The way it entranced you into this whole world of just, crazy shit that was going on. And that's what really drew me to Gears. But then, like always, and how everybody else has been saying in the panel, when you let stuff go way over your head and you think that you're the man, you got to sometimes find that humbleness within you to say, you know what, I was wrong, and move on.
Yeah, well, another thing he did was, like you said, the guys, Gears of War and all that, and he dedicated himself to one console, and he just said pretty much, even when at times if he did fuck up, he just said, fuck you. You can't do that. You can't dedicate to one fan base and then tell that fan base, go to hell. I mean, that's not, you actually gave all the fans that of the games you did make that they liked a slap in the face that supported your ass. You slapped him right in the face.
To explain his situation. Y'all remember that movie Temptations?
Yeah.
I remember when David Ruffin got fired. He walked up to the door. It's like, I made your ass. Like that's basically us to him. Like, give him on the door.
Yeah, he became the David Ruffin of the the gaming bees.
I know we're David Ruffin, but yeah, we made him. But shit, whatever. Hopefully, hopefully he does something. I guess.
Nah.
Ubisoft defends loot boxes and blames gamers for them.
Ubisoft. What are you thinking, man?
Well, because it gets worse. It's a part 2 to this. It's gonna be worse. But what y'all think about them defending loot boxes? I already know Meds gave their opinion, and I think Titanfall gave your opinion. But what y'all two think? Because I didn't hear.
Bro, all I gotta say is this: if you're a company and you're defending something that does not really help the gaming industry at all, in terms of engagement with players around the world, why do you defend it? Why are you defending a thing that doesn't really make the game any more interesting? You're just telling people, here, just pay for this and it'll make your life easier. You could, instead of putting the 40 hours into playing this game and exploring the world and learning these experiences, here you can do it only for like about 5 or 4 hours in your time.
Okay.
Wait, which game are you talking about?
It's like 2 to this, but Ubisoft came out and basically said that gamers are to blame for microtransactions and loot boxes.
We to blame.
Yeah, we're to blame. They're saying, because they're basically saying that what they're doing is there's nothing wrong with what they're doing by putting microtransactions in their games at all, since gamers buy them. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that you're to blame because you buy them.
I don't buy none of that shit, so they can't put my name in that shit. Don't say we all buy it.
Yeah,
I don't buy no damn loot boxes. That shit is out.
I don't think gamers buy them. I think casual fuck niggas do. You know what I'm saying? I think they're mixing up the two different ones. I mean, gamers want the challenge. Gamers want to feel like they did something. You know what I'm saying? Like accomplished something. You know what I'm saying? A puzzle they couldn't beat, a boss they couldn't beat. It feels great to accomplish that. So you seen Smooth when that nigga finally played Bloodborne and was jumping up and down 80 days. I guarantee you that shit was better than pussy to him if he ever had pussy. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you.
Oh my god,
it was better. You know what I'm saying? And like that's what gamers want. That's what gaming is. And if you gotta pay your way through to buy something or it don't make sense. It's backwards to what gaming is. That's what gamers.
Get ready to be pissed off because I'm about to make you resent buying that. You bought Black Ops 4, right? If I'm correct, you bought Black Ops 4.
Yeah, I did.
I'm about to make you resent buying that. Did you hear about the new update that's coming for the little seller, the little merchant dude that sells all your weapons and shit?
No.
Well, basically, they're doing a shit where they're legit releasing 2 new. It's gonna be in a bundle, basically 2 new little camos for your weapon, right? However, it's $20 for this the whole thing. You get $20. You get this, and you get some other shit, whatever. What if I told you only get one of the actual camos, and the other one they're making you grind to get, even though you pay $20 for it?
Oh wow!
Here's the part to this too.
Activision.
On this, you can actually pay though to not grind for it, as you can skip the levels of grinding to unlock it. So basically, they're forcing you into 2 microtransactions, 2 shitty fucking camos.
So can I go say this then?
All right.
Activision, do one thing. Find the biggest pole that you can find, shine it up real good, and you know what the rest goes. For anybody that's thinking that this is the proper way of selling your content to the general basis of everybody else's, it doesn't make no sense, man. Like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys trying to do? Some people don't even have those means to even purchase a $20 DLC. They just want to play the game, plain and simple. You doing this, you're locking away content from people that are actually going to try to purchase your items. So why don't you just do a full deluxe version of the game, put it at a set price, and once that person buys that set price for that bundle, don't try to overcharge them because they already gave you your money. But these companies are slick. They like to double dip on everything. Love double dipping because you know what? people like the sauce, man, and that's where the baddest part with the situation is at.
Yeah.
Well, the other problem is, yeah, they like the sauce. They got dumbasses buying it, and you got people who don't want to earn their shit in the game, and they want to have everything handed to them. That, you know, say they're hardcore gamers and they're not, because you know they don't do streams or whatever. You know, they don't put up game clips or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, they're doing what these dumbasses allow them to do.
Yeah.
Basically, it is what it is. It's once again the consumer allowing them to get away with stuff, and that's why you have people like us talking up against it. We need more people like us talking up against it and get it back to the way gaming used to be.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We rare as fuck.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I
Like,
I think you bought that Fallout 76.
no. I play games. I don't get played by them. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Retail sales in the UK are down by 82.4%.
Should be more. A lot of fuck
Yeah.
niggas bought that shit for no reason. Like, you should never bought that shit. As a gamer, we should have been able to see that shit from the jump. Like, as gamers, like you can look at that game and know this is gonna be some fuck shit. This is not gonna be that game. It's not Fallout at all. It's not. Yeah. And it was exactly that.
It should be as easy as looking at like a AAA game like Ghost of Tsushima and then that of like a movie license game or some shit. Like, you should, okay, which is better by default. But
I mean, if they would change the fucking engine or something, if they would actually update the game itself, it's the same shit from PS3, man. It's just more grass. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I can't stand Bethesda, bro. Me and Bethesda, I don't like them ferret looking niggas. I can't. They all look like ferrets to me. Have you seen their pictures? They look like they eat like wheat and grass and cheese. Like, they look like ferrets. Like, real shit. Yeah, I can't, bro.
I never got into it. I could never get into that fucking game. I just can't.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Fallout is a good game. There's nothing, that's too bad about it. But it's just like a Skyrim. It's just a Skyrim with guns. Put it that way. That's just what Fallout 76, the Fallout series is literally a copy and paste from Skyrim with just guns.
Yeah,
that's it.
More or less.
More or less. But then we people had an uproar about puddles and Spider-Man.
You want to go there again?
I'm just saying with the glitches in Fallout, and that's we over here tripping off shit like Spider-Man when you can't even, like, people's faces don't even stay on in that fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get Bethesda got the biggest pass in gaming history, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they got
for
the
sure.
big.
I mean,
I don't like realistic cloth. I like the plastic suit. I'm like, okay, that's your personal fucking opinion. I don't give a flying fuck. But for you to say it's downgrade over some fucking puddles, that's clearly there. No, it's
exactly. I was just about to say it. They were clearly there. I had no problems with missing puddles or puddles looking like something else. So I don't know.
It sounded like Savage though. That tweet they put out where they had like the little photo mode and shit like that. They was putting puddles in the spots.
Yeah.
Savage for that shit, but just let you know that they don't care about trolls, and I guess neither should us. So, Sony to announce the release dates for Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, and Dreams at the Game Awards. I know Med said this. He talked about it. Me, Foxy talked about it. Did you say anything about that, Nancy? About those games?
About what?
About Sony announcing Dreams, Ghost of Tsushima, and Death Stranding release dates possibly at the Game Awards.
I can't wait.
Okay. You don't think it's real? Okay.
Well, I'm hoping that it's right, but yeah, I can't wait as long, if they are going to release that, especially Ghost of Tsushima, hell yeah, come on.
Okay. Thresh?
Me, Death Stranding, perhaps. No, we haven't seen. I don't think it's been. I know it's been in development for a long time, but I don't think so, man. It's gonna be an open world sword fighting game. I don't know. I would say Death Stranding because they put out way more trailers. They said this game is done. It's been said this game is done by people who actually made and are in the game.
Yeah, it's in the
Ghost. Yeah, but Ghost of Tsushima, I don't know. I mean, I would love it. It'll be awesome. nigga, I'd be happy as shit. I'll make a video about the shit, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think Ghost is gonna happen. Not yet.
I hope it does though. That would be nice.
Nah,
Yeah, it would be.
It's cool, but this is one of those throwaway events, though. You think about it. I don't think they would announce like 3 bangers in one throwaway event. You know, and they spread that out.
Well, fuck. They don't got no events. These motherfuckers ain't got no events no more.
They got Gamescom, and
Gamescom. Nobody goes to Gamescom no more. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft. Microsoft goes to IKEA, rent some couches, and then talk on those couches, and then return them shits right after Gamescom. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how much attention they pay to that. I mean, I believe Sony, as far as the E3 thing goes, I believe they're gonna come up with their own shit, probably even before E3. It's just less money for them. They don't got to like everybody left E3 already. I'd be tripping out people thinking that Sony left. No, Microsoft left. They had their shit in the Microsoft theater. They didn't have it at the convention center. Sony is just not having it at the conventions. And then Nintendo been left years ago. So they're the last ones actually pull out.
Yeah. Wii U pretty much.
Yeah. So,
I'm not even sure if that rumor's true though. They'll release a beefier Switch. I want it to be because you know they beef some shit up. But I mean, damn.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
You know, deterrence no shit like they do with their handhelds. Where they have like a 3. Remember they had like the 3DS, and they have the 3DS XL, and then they have the 2DS. I don't want no shit like that with no console.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening.
You really think they'll do that, bro?
Hell yeah. It's Nintendo. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
Yeah, they make a
drop in the price. They'll release an inferior version, something like that.
Yeah, probably some bullshit version like the 2DS too. They'll do that too.
Think about it. They'll have 3DS, and then which was the expensive one with the 3D effect, and they started to remove features and got the price down. That's supposed to just bring the price down in general.
Right.
So they always do shit like that. But damn,
right now, I feel like they see the 3DS as the cheaper version of the Switch. So as soon as they get rid of that, then they'll come with some other heat.
You want to know what I think? I think they're gonna make another. I think 2 things. One, if they were smart. If they was niggas like me living in the hood, they would come up with a dock that's more powerful and just have everybody just be able to buy another dock. You get way more sales that way. But if they're not, I think that they're gonna come up with an actual console only Switch to where it's just the console and make that more powerful. Because I think people who hold the handheld don't give a fuck about the power shit. It's already the most powerful handheld on the market right now. So they can, if they were smart. They would fucking make a console. This is straight up Switch, or don't even call it the Switch. Call it the Switch because it don't do both. You know what I'm saying? It's called the Switch. Your TV, and it'll be more powerful. That'll be smart of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you never know. I don't know. Maybe they would make it just a whole nother Switch screen and do like they do the rest of the DSs.
Big feature out like putting on your TV on the go. They might do some shit like that. Major thing and go, well, if you want that feature, buy the actual Switch. If you want this, just buy the actual handheld only one. Right. So that's possible.
I mean, they were selling like hotcakes yesterday, bro. They were selling, I saw people walking out with like two and three per person walking out of GameStop with that shit.
Yeah,
real shit.
Kids want them. That's the shit. You know, it's one of the main things on their Christmas list. I'm pretty sure that next to the PS4, that Spider-Man one. I know motherfuckers really hyped that Spider-Man shit is really in because I couldn't even get the collector's edition. I was really looking for that. I could not get it at the time.
No, that's not happening. That's not happening. This is gonna be out. It's gonna be sold out. We're gonna have to buy it for $1,200 from some scalper on eBay. Yeah. Want that shit.
Cory Barlog teased the new project he's working on. Basically, it was teased by the Warcraft movie director, but turns out his next project might not be God of War as of right now, though. Something else is teased. So
I mean, if they do a game,
I'm okay with that, though. Be honest with y'all.
That's practically a little bit different from what we played, but with the same mechanics and the same physics. Then I'm all for it. Let's do something different.
I mean, true. You know, I don't want the shit to have no identity crisis. I mean, if you're gonna make something new, I mean, shit, make something new, go all out.
We already know that the next God of War is gonna come out probably like in the second or third year for the PS5. That's a given.
Yeah,
practically. But whatever they're working on right now, just to to do it for pre-2021, I'm all for it.
Okay. Look, man, the way I see it, the PS5 is going to be the sequel console for all the PS4 games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's where all part 2s and 3s are coming out.
Yeah.
Exactly. Getting a sequel, they confirmed that. So, I mean, that shit's going down. So, for sure going to be a thing. I guess the last topic here is talk about these leaks, these small leaks here. Now, basically, the leaks are basically hinting that the PS5 will indeed be $500 as opposed to being $400. It'll be $500. I'm telling you the truth, to be honest with all y'all here in the chat and this panel, I'm okay with that because that at least means that the hardware will be future proof at least for $500. That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
I mean, 500. Look at the $500 console that was released, you know, on Microsoft side, and pretty much. Nah, it's not gonna have, like, you know, it's just this, right? In order for you to get more better, you have to implement better parts into your system, right? Because that's the same thing that goes with PC gaming. If you want to get the utmost performance out of your system, you have to constantly upgrade the parts. That means you got to get more faster RAM. You're going to have to upgrade your motherboard. You're going to have to constantly upgrade your GPU, power supply. Everything that needs to be upgraded, you have to upgrade it constantly because you want better performance.
Yeah.
So with the PS5 coming out at a $500 price point, which is still not bad, it's only $100 more than what than the PS4. It's not going to be bad. The thing is that people are going, oh, but it's still expensive. Okay, but you spent a lather of 3 generations in 1 year with the Xbox. So Sony's practically just giving you a solidified first-gen console so that when the third or fifth year of its cycle, it is still up to par with whatever games are going to be thrown at it for that generation. So yes, I see $500 as a reasonable price point at this time.
Damn, y'all nice.
It's very reasonable, bro. Honestly, to me.
I mean, ain't not much really to be.
I mean, listen, I'm gonna sound like a dick, bro, but it's a piece of technology that you're buying at launch, which is when it's always at the most expensive that it's ever gonna be. And also, like, if you want to pay $400 for a console, then you're just not gonna get the performance that you're looking for. Like, you're just not, and we're not gonna like start a whole new generation on hardware that's like basically a mid-gen jump like the Xbox One X was to the Xbox or the Pro was for the PS4. Like, if you want an actual leap, like, I don't think 400 is going to cut it.
Yeah.
So, I ain't mad.
Dude, talking about 600 and shit. I'm like, hey, look, I mean, it's going to come down to you, what you truly want. Do you want a full-fledged upgrade, or do you just want something that's like somewhat better? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like doing what you got now. Because, you know what I'm saying? PCs are in that fucking 8K range right now. Like, there's nothing a console can do that a PC is not doing.
And I think Samsung just finished releasing one of their first few line of TVs that hit 8K resolutions. And
yeah, they really are going way in, like, far beyond. So,
yeah,
ain't no shit they can release.
And you know what? If you throw inflation into it, 400 in 2013 is not 400 today, So
yeah, it's like 500.
It is what it is.
Facts.
Look, the way I see it is, y'all nice. That's first of all. You guys are real nice. It's Thanksgiving. It's day after. Everybody eating some leftover turkey sandwiches with cranberry as the mayonnaise.
Nah, fuck that cranberry
shit. I understand. Well, the way I see it is this: Sony saw something when they had their price point at the PS4, right? And they saw Microsoft struggle at $499. No matter how we look at it. Just like you said, inflation happens, but so does everything else. Like, everything is more expensive, and therefore people have less to spend. And on top of that, like, what are we actually spending for? Like making games run at 60 frames per second.
That should be
I think that should be priority, but that's on a developer basis, though. Like, it depends on what the developer actually wants to aim for. We can make it the most powerful console ever, spend $1,000. And give them all that power that they can use, and these fuck niggas will still go for some graphics and 4K over actually making the motherfucking.
Bro, honestly, that's why I don't fuck with consoles no more, bro. That's why I'm a PC guy now.
Yeah.
Oh, why? Oh, don't get me started. Oh, you don't get me started.
No.
I mean, listen, I ain't doing. Listen, bro. I know you. I ain't doing this with you. I ain't doing this with you.
I know.
I can stay on the side and I can stay on the side.
You're more accurate than shooters.
Point and click. Oh, you know what? Never.
But I mean,
But,
I still like my consoles for the reasons, but I'm
I believe in Naughty Dog. I believe in what Sony and their developers, and I believe that they, no matter what power level they come out with, they're gonna make the best games of that generation. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
And that's all I can ask for. I can care if it's running at 30 or 1080p. I don't care. Make the game look good. Make it run good. Spider-Man looks good on the base PS4 as it does on the Pro. So does God of War. You know what I'm saying? Like I got faith in those developers. Sony has put faith in their developers to do anything they want. Now Microsoft need all the power they can, but no power in the world is going to make State of Decay or Sea of Thieves better. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. So it's like it's all about talent level at this point, man. Like power it's not as it doesn't matter as much as it did back in the Genesis days.
Yeah, I saw
you know what I'm saying?
Spider-Man on the Pro a couple of days ago. I didn't play the DLC. I'm planning on streaming that for everybody probably tomorrow. But I haven't played the new DLC. But I was watching a friend play that shit, and man, let me tell you something. The textures on the suit when you watch it on a good 4K TV and let everything pop, bro, it's
nice.
It looks.
I just got that Q9. Trust me, everything is looking fan damn taxi. Yeah, I got the Q9 75-inch. I'm over here sitting like I'm just a king or something.
I can't.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't play no big ass TV like I used to.
I'm sitting all the way back. I feel like I'm in a movie theater. Nigga. I'm all the way back. Shit, you know what I'm saying? It's all the way back. Nigga, pornos are perfectly grasped. Nah.
Oh my God.
Nah, but.
No,
but
you got the laptop. You put the laptop to that motherfucker. I'm sure you would.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know I'm hooking up everything to my shit, man. But it's nice. It's good TV. At the end of the day, man. I mean, gaming. Hopefully, I just hope gaming get better. I hope they get more creative with their games and less creative on microtransactions. That's what I
online. Or you actually go in the store and get it. You ordered it online, or you got it in the store?
Oh no, I got a plug. This is $3,000. This is an over $3,000 TV. I got this shit for $1,500. So shit, I got a plug that got he had a
plug right there.
That's the super plug. This fool owns a TV shop, bro, and I bought it out of his house. He has like just TVs lined up. It was like TV heaven, bro.
Okay,
for real.
I want to say, don't do what Hard 8 does, where he buys it online. They have to ship it. No, I don't ever do that. I'll never buy a TV when they have to ship it. I buy a monitor, sure, but not a TV.
Oh, see, I need to have. I need to have
a monitor because I can have like extra actual protection on a monitor. It's easier to get a monitor, a computer monitor, than a TV because TVs are too big of a liability. They're big ass fucking boxes.
Right. Real shit.
I used to live in the hood. I would order everything online. Now I got a car. I just pull through, throw it in the trunk. We out.
Yeah, real shit. I hear you. I just want people to walk in the room like, God damn, nigga.
Facts. When did you get that? Facts.
If you're going full like theater mode, you gotta make sure you get those big recliner sheets though. Them big good chairs.
Yeah,
you got the couple. You gotta go those chairs.
Oh yeah, 55, 60 inches is all I get. That's comfortable enough for me. I can't be doing 85 inches. That's gonna break my neck.
Hey, if I could do right now. If I could do it, I'll have my room a TV. My gaming spot like a theater, like a movie theater, like literally. I'll be playing like that, just in heaven, reaching for popcorn, not even looking where the popcorn at, just reaching, missing the box. You know what I'm saying?
Just me up though. They go, I don't like gaming on big ass TVs, but they don't have that triple monitor setup. Shit.
Hey, I'm one of those people. I don't like gaming on big ass TVs.
Yeah, it's like you just contradicted the fuck out yourself. Like, no, you got 3 monitors that look the same size as that big TV you could have got. Like, come on, bro. Stop.
Nah, man, I do a dual setup. That's it. That's practically damn near almost to 50 inches. That's good enough for me. But 65, 85. Bro, that's crazy.
Shout out to Harry Heck. The games is the selling point to take $500 for next gen consoles, but we still wait on Microsoft. So how can they sell us another console for $500? That is the question of the year, pretty much. I don't know what they're gonna do. They don't have VR. They don't have nothing like that. They even skipped out on that promise, which is VR.
They skipped out on a lot of promises, bro. When they came to that commercial, they skipped out on a whole lot of promises. Them motherfuckers said no compromises. I still sit on that. Like you said, no compromises. I'm looking at that fucking State of Decay, looking at all those compromises and still didn't achieve a damn thing, bro.
Yep.
Bro.
I don't believe anything.
I think Snowbound is coming, but it's called Project Awakening. It's like the closest thing to it, but better.
I don't believe anything they say anymore. Until I actually see it, I ain't believing nothing.
Yeah.
And why is these Xbox niggas talking about Crackdown ain't downgraded, bro? Like this shit is massively downgraded.
I saw the demo show. Dude came at me saying that the shit was in demo or something like that. It was a tech demo. But I'm like,
man,
let me tell you something. How many iterations of this game have we seen this whole gen? Because this game was first shown off in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. 2015. In 2015, we saw the Power of the Cloud version. Then we started seeing the downgrade version. Now we're seeing a different like.
Yeah, I don't think they're using the cloud. They're not even using the cloud no more, bro. If you ask me, they're using the cloud as much as Titanfall used the cloud. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
wasn't that for AI? Something like that? They said it was for AI. Cloud.
Yeah. And AI was dumb as fucking in fucking Titanfall. They stood there and let you kill it. So it's like, what did
AI never
it do?
killed nobody? So how the hell that's so artificial? And Microsoft talked about AI too last E3. It's almost a Microsoft AI. So I'm like, this shit is stupid. Like I don't like this online shit. I just don't. I don't like it. It's dumb. It's too many fucking like empty promises. No actual action.
Bro, like they should have released Titanfall 1 just like how they did with Titanfall 2.
I didn't mean that.
So
they should have kept it. They should have kept it the same way as they did for part 2. They should have just released the stellar campaign and then have the online feature with that in mind. Not just give you an online multiplayer with no story, with no nothing. The same scenario with Black Ops 4 that we're having right now.
Yeah, he was smooth when he deleted that comment. Why you snitch on yourself?
I didn't mean that. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, low key removed this guy. Like, what did he say? Like, oh shit. Oh shit. Anything else? Anything else you might want to bring up? I mean, shit. I think we done destroyed all the topics.
I got nothing, man. I got nothing.
Shit.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing. I did my crazy thing on Wednesday night. I decided to do one even though it was late because somebody tried to say that he didn't get home from work after he told me that I was damage controlling for Sony and so was the whole podcast. Damn. And so I decided to do a small stream, but then Fatal came in and it went longer. And when 11 o'clock hit, I sent him a link. We were there until almost 11:45. Motherfucker never showed up.
Okay.
Never showed up.
We got a challenge for you. I wish y'all look up that Match Sony Thanksgiving shit. There you go. My fucking niece had me watching that shit on Thanksgiving. I'm like, okay, this motherfucker ain't human. So that's all I gotta say. I think that's pretty much it, people. That's it. RGT episode 37. Definitely, that is it. I want to thank everybody here. It was a good time, as always. Definitely hit that like button to all those that are still here. Hit that like button. Hope you guys enjoyed. And tweet it out. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I know a lot of shows was happening. I'm like, damn, everybody just coming out the woodwork live or something. But we just chilled. Go ahead, get this panel, let their outros get out here. Now we're gonna end this show. Start with ladies first. Go ahead, Nancy.
You know what this is? It's TTFP. Okay, you know where to find me, and I'm gonna try to get this guy to do this debate, which I doubt if he's going to, but that's all right because if he doesn't do it, I automatically win. So, which I was gonna win anyhow, so it don't matter. But I'll see you guys soon, and thank you guys for having me. I really do appreciate it. Okay, and I'm sorry I'm late. Like I said, I thought you were taking a break, so that's probably my fault.
Everybody for some reason thought so. I'm like, damn, really?
So I do apologize for that, but I made it. That's all that matters. We had a great time, and everybody hit that like button on the way out, and I'll see you guys next time.
Shout out to Foxy Games UK, Craig Harris. I know Craig's probably eating like 9 plates right now. He's probably doing that situation lag. So I see him over there. Meds, go ahead, my brother.
Oh man, another episode down. Thanks everybody for watching. Hit that like button. Shout out to the panel and enjoy the holidays with your families, everybody. Also, one last thing. I mentioned it last week's show. I've been playing it. Sunset Overdrive is great on PC. If you were Come on, man.
Heavy.
Yo, thrash.
I'm quiet.
It runs well on PC. If you was skeptical about it, go cop that. It's great.
200 frames, fam. So I gotta say, no drops. No drops.
Yeah, I'm running it like at 100 and plus frames. Is awesome.
What kind of graphics card you got?
I got a 1070.
I got TI, so don't want. Good shit. Carlos.
Yeah, man. Once again, it's your boy Type R87, aka Carlos Fernandez. Gamer by choice, not by trend. Episode 37. And watch out for those with them lying eyes.
Yeah.
No, brother.
And special guest. Go ahead, Thresh.
Hey, whatever. Y'all niggas know what it is. Now I'm not gonna endorse my channel like at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell y'all niggas to watch me, nothing like that. My nigga, check out the Roundtable Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Find me on YouTube if you're gonna find me. You know what I'm saying? If you want some of these macaroni nuggets, my nigga, trust and believe, go through.
Cheese nuggets, nigga. What you get? Macaroni.
Macaroni nuggets with sour cream. Trust me on this. I do this. I might do a cooking show.
You say your girl cook is always a nugget. What's with that shit? I don't get it.
Hey,
macaroni
she always
nuggets, cheese nuggets.
Hey, chicken nuggets is always good. Nigga, have you ever met a bad nugget? The only bad nuggets there are doodle nuggets or some shit that you found in your drawers. That's about it. That's the only bad nuggets. Everything else nugget is good nuggets. You know what I'm saying?
Like that. Okay.
My girl even be like, "Hey, can I get some of your nuggets?" I'd be like, "Yes, yes, you can." Nah, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy, man. Roundtable Podcast, nigga. We out.
All right, for sure. I'm Rowdy Professional. Hope you guys enjoyed again. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you guys next week. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be easy. Hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving, and keep it gaming. Later.
All right, PC Master Race. You heard.